Attention, true crime community. True crime community has been infiltrated.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost.
Is compromised.
We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are.
True crime community has been infiltrated.
Yes, Mr. Yes, Mr. Yes.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet next to me. I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
You work in a fucking gym, and you're 45!
I do not want any spies or snitches stuffed to my chest.
I can't contain it, I'm coming out with a statement. You really changed, man, all your music and arrangement. You don't know shit, shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate. For taking control of your life, go out and battle. And you think you have a dream, then act on it. Get after it, get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future, we all start losers. We're all late bloomers, gotta struggle through the sewer. What you say? Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
So that's just the rules, and you can't stick with us. Whatever. Those rules aren't real. You can't stick with us!
Do it my way.
Get ready for the shit show. Smoke them if you got them. Make sure you have your cigarettes. Make sure you have your drinks. Make sure you have all your stuff ready, because it's going to be a hell of a day today. Understand me when I say people are fucking sick of this.
I need you again, so stick around. So stick around.
She told her subs and everybody to get ready for the shit show that was going to be put on today. She was well aware of it before it happened. She told you to get your cigarettes, your snacks, and your drinks.
So stick around.
Say that I wasn't including Queen B, okay? I've said that on every single live. I'm not talking about Queen B. I'm not talking about Queen B. Guess what? I was fucking talking about Queen B.
Leave the world around us. They don't need to know. Come find me where the sun sets and say you'll never let me go. You're the one I want. Say you'll leave me. Hide away I love. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. You'll always be my broken love. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love.
Queen B, bring information on Queen B. We're done with Queen B. Queen B's in my crosshairs. There's Queen B's channel. Queen B thinks she can. But Queen B is reformed. I bet you Queen B gets tricked. Queen B.
Fake PI trash bag bitch is so obsessive.
You'll always be my broken love. They don't know how we love when we're letting close. With you, I know I belong. Without all eyes on us, you're the one I want. Say you need me, hide away I love. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. Broken love. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love.
Queen B would think she could.
Anybody at Queen B show earlier.
We talked about Queen B and stuff. I didn't listen to Queen B's.
I heard Queen B, we got bailing on Salty for Queen B, and some people not the Queen B. I don't understand why anybody's afraid of her.
About Queen B over here on Queen B.
Queen B, show her face, show her face, show her face.
That's real rich coming from somebody who wears pantyhose on his face every live.
Don't let go. I know you feel the same. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love.
Yo, what's happening? What's happening? Sunday fun day. What's Jones to say? Sunday bum day? Sunday fun day. Shit. What's everybody doing on this wonderful Sunday afternoon? What's going on? What is going on? Let me see here. I got this rolled and ready. Good morning, good afternoon. I see Diamond Cutter, Voices, Tia, Cassie. Good morning, y'all. Pecan Pie. Dang, you guys are... Look, y'all been busy in these streets here, huh? Blank screen. I see y'all been over at Jones and hanging out. Oh, shit. Got your man in the house. Oh, shit. What's up, man? What's happening? Hope you're doing well. We heard you was taking a step back from the craziness. Yeah, salty it is, man. Look, that rain's growing them mushrooms, though, man. I'm telling you. April showers brings May flowers and mushrooms. That's right. Growing my stuff out there. Shit, what's everybody been doing? What's going on? Talk to me. Talk to me. Oh, here, I guess I better drop the link first. Shit. Oh, gotcha, man. Johnny Gobble came over here and gave us a quick little visit. He dropped by and blessed us with his with his Johnny Gobble presence. Let's see here what you said here. Let's see, you too. And yeah, I'm cool on them folks for a few. Yes, man. I'm telling you what. And you know what? Guess what else just happened? Another song just dropped. Ain't that crazy? I feel like they're in on it with them. Shit. Like at this point, all y'all is in on the shit together. Fucking nuts, man. But as always, we love the Gotcha Man. We love your videos and shit. And we'll still be here when you get back. We'll still be around when you talk about some other shit, whatever. You know what I mean? We'll still be here. So either way, man, we wish you the best too. If whatever you got to get done. And congratulations on your engagement and stuff too. Your wife's beautiful. Congratulations, man. That's what's up. That is what is up. Living that good life. Said, fuck a YouTube for right now, huh? Well, I can tell you right now, look, sassy but classy. Hold on here. Let's see what you think BHB will do. I think she's going to try to pull it. Hey, man, we love you too, dude. We love your channel, man. Like I said, it's good, good to see you. Good. I'm glad you stopped by. Always be checking in. I know that's right. How you doing, Voices?
Good morning, Biddy. How you?
I'm doing pretty good. Hanging in there,
We pre-gamed over at Jones's this morning, so I got 2 cups of coffee in me, and I'm full of piss and vinegar.
Oh, Lord. Look out. Oh, Lord. Look, I popped in a couple times. When I could. I had to get some stuff done this morning, though, so I wasn't able to sit in there and chill out. But I was, you know what I mean? I was trying to listen at the same time. But
what we learned at the end was that Dolly actually has some common sense in the clip that we watched.
What?
Oh, my God. 5 times.
Now you're shocking me and shit here.
Oh, bitch, I was just as shocked. I was over there going, what?
Well, okay, because, Betty's trying to get Dolly to side with her on what she did, knowing she did wrong. She knows damn well she did wrong. She knows damn well she shouldn't have been streaming that trial for them babies. And look, if they don't get justice because of her, it's going to be really bad on her. So, you know what I'm saying? The family's not going to be playing, and everybody's going to be extremely upset about that. Because them babies definitely deserve justice. And for her to be playing games like this with their trial is ridiculous. And it just shows who she really is. She is no advocate for children. None at all. She's an advocate for herself and her pockets.
Correct. She doesn't advocate for anything. If you're an advocate for children, you don't correlate the reference with vicious dogs and them needing to be put down. Grandma heard that this morning, and Grandma said, that bitch needs to be euthanized. Get away from her.
Yeah, she's I couldn't believe she said that.
I am not a Dolly fan. I'm not a Dolly fan. I
know you're
follow Jonesin.
Who said you was? I know you're not no Dolly fan.
Well, no, I mean, because I was like, wow, there were 5 times during that video that he tried to get Betty to see it from his perspective.
Well, yeah, because she wants to be right more than she wants to, you know what I'm saying, see what she did was wrong. And if she tries it tomorrow, I'm telling you right now, like I said, there's already people that are watching. This is my suggestion. Do not click on her stream. She's doing this shit for attention and views because her channel's tanking. We know that, right? Okay, so if you really care about this case, you really care about them babies, do not click on her link. Do not give her the view. If there's somebody watching that's in the courthouse, with the family that's waiting for her, and the minute she does it, they're going to notify the judge, and I'm sure the judge will take it from there and do what he has to do. And at this point, like I said,
Yes,
I mean,
ma'am.
he's going to mess it up for everybody. They'll stop streaming it. You know what I mean? Nobody will be able to listen to it or anything like that. And hopefully it doesn't cause a mistrial. That's all we can hope for.
I'm right there with you. Like that.
But again, she's doing this shit for attention and views, and I would not give it to her. That's the thing. I would not click on it. I would not watch it. If you have to click on it and you just can't help it, click on it and report that shit. Report it for misinformation. Whatever you can, whatever you have it, report it. And they also said, do not blow up the courthouse. Do not start calling the courthouse back to back to back to back to back. Don't do that. If you feel the need to get a hold of somebody, which, like I said, it's already under control. There's already somebody that's watching her video that's at the courthouse who is going to notify the courts. As soon as she tries to pull it, whether it's on Kick, whether it's here, it doesn't matter what platform she tries to stream it to. They have all of her information. They have all of her stuff. And, you know what I'm saying? Even if she makes up a fake page and streams it from that page, and then she streams it from that fake page thinking she's not going to get in trouble, she's still going to get in trouble. So they can hold her in contempt of court. They can, you know what I mean? There's definitely things that they can do. So let her show her ass. If that's what she wants to do, let her do it. What's up, infamous truth teller? How you doing today?
Hello.
What's up? How you doing today?
I was writing in the back chat. I'm good. I don't know if you guys. I just dropped a video and I gave her a piece of my mind on my video. Like I really I laid it into her. I made a video and I recorded the where they said that it's illegal and so on and so forth, right, with the news station. But I cut in between it, and I've never done it before.
I already dropped one I dropped a video about it, baby.
No, I'm saying I did it personally for on my personal, because I've been following the boys, what I mean, since day one. So yeah, that's the thing. She doesn't realize how critical.
A lot of people are giving her their mind, but you know what? And people need to not be paying attention. That's what she's doing. Like I said, her channel's thinking she's wanting your reaction. She's wanting you to give a reaction. That's exactly what she's wanting. You're giving her everything she wants.
Oh, well, I dropped a video in regards to telling her she needs to back
right.
up.
She doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you cussed her out or you said she was horrible or whatever. It does not matter. You're giving her attention, and that's what she wants. So there you go.
Well, I had to, because it was boiling over. You know what I mean? So it's like a person can only take so much and listen to so much crap. But I'm good now. I
said, I'm not giving her attention. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. I get it.
That's exactly what she's doing it for. She knows damn the fuck well she's not to be streaming it. She knows damn the fuck well she's not. So now that she's got everybody riled up, she got 100,000 people pissed the fuck off watching her stream. How did she went from having 100 people watching to now tomorrow she gonna have probably 1,000 people in there watching to see what she gonna do. That's how.
That's exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what she's doing. Yeah,
exactly. She got what she wanted.
Yeah. Well, she's gonna catch charges too. She wants to keep playing with fire. She's gonna catch her own charges. She's gonna dig her own hole.
And that's what she needs to do. That's what she needs to do. Just let her keep doing her own thing, because it'll catch up to her. Her channel is struggling bad, and that's why she's doing this.
Yeah.
Blank Screen said her channel's been struggling since that fake audio incident back in December. Exactly. And then it goes from there. Doxing kids, doxing people, saying kids need to not, kids shouldn't be saved and they need to be euthanized like dogs.
I saw that too. I was like, ooh.
That's insanity to me. How she has a platform
she's going to extreme levels.
I know that much.
Man. Yeah, she's going to way extreme levels, but it's just the only reason why I went up is because I'm so passionate about this. I know everybody's passionate, but I know you guys don't know the backstory with me. You know what I mean? But I've been there, I'm on a personal level with a lot of the people that were originally,
Yeah, I know. I talked to Roro. She was super upset, and she said she'd prefer people do not give her the attention, do not give her the views, do not, saying they got, like I said, they have somebody that's there, that's in the courthouse that can go right inside, give the link, show, you know what I'm saying? And it'll be taken care of from there. That's why we said the courthouse, don't be calling their phones. You know what I mean? Don't be, because as soon as people see it, they're going to start trying to call.
You're going to.
So we're trying to keep that from happening,
Yeah. Well, she contradicted herself right from the jump because I just actually just happened because I stumbled across one of her, because I just hear what she's saying every once in a while just to hear the kind of what her little rhetoric is, what she's spewing, just kind of, just keep an ear out. And she said just the other day, she said exactly, she knows that it's illegal. She knew right from the jump, and then she tries to flip the narrative to where it's gonna fit her, where it's convenient. You know what I mean? That's what she
Well,
does.
on the clip that was clipped last night from, I think it was Tragedy Pimps
Yeah,
Exposed,
yeah.
she actually says she says Joneson had just played it. She says in that conversation with Dolly that that she didn't
Yeah.
know, that she didn't have, that she couldn't do that. But she contradicted what she said by having a letter from the DA. So that
Yeah.
she has no letter from the
She's a
DA.
liar. She didn't
Oh
get no
yeah.
letter from the DA. And
Exactly.
I posted the video that she read it out. She read it out, read it to herself, knowing damn
Yeah.
well 5 days prior, and she still turned around and did it.
Yep, she sure did, and she acknowledged that it was illegal the first time around when she first initially was reading up on it, and she was reading about the boys and reading up, I guess, like an updated like little summary of like what's going on with the trial, because she has no idea. She has no idea the players that are involved with this case.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And she
And
admitted that to Dolly. She
that's why
said
she's
when Dolly
yeah, and
asked her.
yep, and if like you said, like a mistrial or you know what I mean, because it's very delicate, it's very critical right now, because they haven't found the bodies of the boys, and that's the thing, is that if anything gives the defendants, the attorneys, to have a reason to try to throw it out, and something like that could easily, you know what I mean, throw a wrench in it, like, and then they're not going to get justice, and these boys won't get justice, the family won't get any kind of closure, nothing. And people aren't going to be
Absolutely,
happy.
man. Thank you, baby, for coming up and sharing with us. I appreciate that. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. You guys take care.
You too, baby. Have a good day. I can't believe she's even gonna try it. But go ahead with the Dolly thing. I'm sorry, baby. I didn't mean to pop her up and cut you off. I apologize. Go. What? Okay. So wait. Do you want to drop us in the back chat and we'll put it on? Is it Dolly's channel? Is it? Because I like the clip channels. I like to promote the clip channels. I'd rather promote them than. Who is it?
Okay. It was Lippy, not Tragedy Pimps. I'm going to get it right now.
Like her too. Yeah, we'll drop her chat too. Let me see here. Let's go get her, because Lippy does a really good job too. She does really good videos, and she like I said, rely on our clip channels. Do not give these Tragedy Pimps the views at all. Do not do it. Go to the clip channel.
Video. I'm grabbing it right now for you, Queen.
I got it, babe. It's like a 20-minute video. We'll play some of it.
Yeah.
We won't play all of it. You know what I'm saying? But I'll play some of it, or most, whatever. You know what I mean? Because I want her to get the views for it. Did she just drop it today?
It's been out there, I think 2 hours ago. It's
got whoa. Yes.
On it.
She needs to get, yeah, I'd rather her get the views for this. This is her video. She put, you put a lot. Yes. I mean, shit, it doesn't matter if it's a 3-minute clip or a 5-minute clip, 20-minute clip. It takes lots of time for these videos. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what's up?
I'll play a little.
Sam, I've got.
So I'll play a little bit of it, and then we'll play then I'll put the link in the chat.
We played it with Jones, and basically, it's like it makes basically Dolly sounds sensible.
That's what
this clip.
Voices just said that Voices was just explaining that. She said that it was you guys played it at the end of Jones, and that Dolly was trying to let her know that what she was doing was wrong. I just said don't give Dolly the view, give it to the clip channels. Go to Lippy and give Lippy the view. Ma'am. She only dropped it 2 hours ago. I'm not going to play very much of it because I want the 500-600 people in here to go watch it on hers and give her the view for it. She put the work and the time into it. I don't want to steal her fucking work and play it. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy it. I love her channel, but I want her to get the view for it. So we're going to play a little bit of it, but then I want everybody else to go watch it on her channel. You know what I mean?
And if you have a community tab, share it out so we can get it into the algorithm.
Yeah, for sure. These clip channels put like a lot of damn time and a lot of work into these, and I want to make sure they get their credit and they get the view for it. You know, I mean, that's important to me. So let's roll it.
Like I was hungry. All I had.
Betty.
Girl, come on, babe. It's really early, but I came in and I just fell out. I just dropped everything. Like I was hungry. All I had yesterday was like a cup of lobster biscuit soup, and I came in and dropped everything, and I just crawled into bed. It's okay. The reason why people are so pissed off at me is because I called to the courthouse. I thought there was things with the phone system, and so I called to the courthouse, told them who I was, what I wanted to do, and told them I was trying to find the actual stream as opposed to being on the voice or on the telephone.
And for what case is this for?
This is for the West case. Well,
The
apparently,
Owen Orson West, the voice?
yes.
Okay.
Apparently, there's an order saying that you can only record, we can only release the opening arguments, the closing arguments, and the verdict. But everything else we can listen to, we just can't restream. So they all these roaches came charging.
Keep in mind, she says all these roaches and all these, but guess what? They're a hell of a lot smarter than her ass.
Well, even Dolly disagrees with her like multiple times during this particular clip.
Oh, and I bet that put her right into her feels too, because it made her look stupid. Even worse than she
quadrupled in this video. She actually septuples down. Every time that he tries to point it out, she just goes back and justifies and re-clarifies.
Of course, she's going to double down. She's a dumb shit. We already know.
I think like a good key part, if you're only going to play a little bit of it, is probably like play from 9 minutes to 11 minutes, or like.
Is that the best part of it?
Yeah, that talks about the whole dog language. Yeah. If you're going to play only a snippet, and then just play that part, and then just be like
9 minutes. Well, we'll start it off at 8, or here, I guess. Let's see here. 8. That's 8:50. We'll go back to.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I like to play. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like to play the entire video, and don't get me wrong, I definitely would. And but I want to make sure, because if we play the entire video, all 600 people in here that just watched it, and then the 150, 200 that was just in Jones's that watched it are not going to go. That's 800 views that she could have just had that she lost.
Agreed.
So I want to make sure that that people go over there and give her the view for her hard work. I mean, that's only fair, man. Shit. That's how I feel.
Drug problem? Do they have a mental problem? And I don't think that the prisons are for everyone. And I'm sorry, that's how I believe.
Well, I mean, we can go into the same kind of scenario with kids too, because it depends on the kids' upbringing, what kind of environment they were created in. You know what I'm saying? Their parents, and then their actions. We gotta judge these kids that do horrible things on a little bit on their upbringing, like what made them be the little monsters that they are. Right. And there's
okay. Did lightning strike Dolly and give him some damn sense?
I know. That's
no. You know what? He been listening to us. That's what it is. He been listening to us and Savage's stream and our streams and Jones and he been paying attention to us.
Baby, did your mouth just fall open like mine did a second time? I'm like
watching this. Oh, Heels wants to jump up. I think she says.
Okay, baby, come on up. Come on up. I thought I pinned it. I probably didn't. My stupid ass. I always swear to God, I think I do pin it, and it's not pinned the whole time.
Yeah.
I got it though. I'm doing. Did you guys like my thumbnail though? Did anybody see it? Did anybody pay attention to it?
Oh, baby, I had a comment to play off of that one.
Said location under a bitch's skin.
Apparently that.
And I am. Do you know I am? She madder than shit at me. She hates me. Hey, baby, how you doing, Heels?
Hey, am I in?
Yep, you're in, baby.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
yeah, I couldn't do it.
Sunday.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I said
Happy
Betty hates
Sunday,
me.
baby.
Her ass hates me.
Oh, there's Ann. Ann loves me right now. The one in the middle.
Oh, okay. Right here.
Yep, that's Ann.
Okay, we see. Okay, so lightning struck and Dolly got some sense. We're trying to listen to what he's
heard.
He's arguing with Betty, letting her know why she was wrong. So we're gonna watch just a pinch of it, but I'm not gonna play all of it because I want people to go over and give Lippy the view for her video. You know what I'm saying? You guys put a lot of hard work into these, and I want to make sure she gets the views for it. So I'm not gonna play all of it. I wish I could. I want to, but I just don't want to. I don't want her losing out. She only put it out 2 hours ago, so it's really fresh. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you watch this lady in the middle, Queen, like all of a sudden her hands are down, they're down, and then all of a sudden they come up to her nose. It's like she starts smelling her fingers. Watch the woman in the middle. It's kind of gross.
Oh, do not respect Miss Ann. I'm telling you right now. She let me have it.
I don't care.
I'm gonna let her
Story later.
Okay.
Or all kids. I don't think a kid is born bad. You know what I'm saying? I think a kid can take a bad path. You know what I'm saying? But I think with the right people and the right love and the right people around any kid, they will do great in life. I honestly believe that.
Okay, so
More than you need anything in this world is love. If you got somebody that loves you and cares about you, you'll be fine.
It's because of my euthanization comments. So I basically said that I was talking about the kids, and I basically said there are kids and adults that are too violent for saving. That they need to be, that just like caged dogs, you have dogs that are vicious.
But when you say kids,
ourselves, and
but when you say kids, that ain't the adult mind. You see what I'm saying? If you're a kid that is an adult age kid, a young adult, then yeah, I get it. But a kid, saying kid itself, is saying that this mind is not fully developed. For me, that's what a kid is. It's a person that his mind is not fully developed.
Yeah. When it comes to these children, there are some kids that are just horrible, rotten apples.
When it comes to kids, there are certain kids that do have, a lot of issues and stuff, but they're not horrible, rotten apples. And blows my damn mind with this bullshit.
Who says that about kids?
And I'm sorry, I'm not going to sit here and kowtow to a PC or a bleeding heart. I'm talking about violent people that take another life.
Yeah.
That it had no consequences or not no conscience of taking another person's life. They will never be the same again. You got Aiden Fauci. Do you think that boy will ever be able to walk among us? Of course not.
No.
There are just some children out there that are truly pure.
He's had that girl 104 times. That was so horrible. That was so horrible. I mean, I understand what you're saying. I get it. And I see where people would be upset about what you're saying too. It's one of those double-edged swords. Yeah, crime in this country is bad. There are some really horrible kids doing really, really horrible things. But the key word is this. Are they kids or are they adults? If they're kids, we don't euthanize kids. We try to fix our kids.
Yeah,
if they're adults, if they're adults, we treat them like adults and they get the punishment that adults get. That's just how I feel about it.
We also have to remember some of these kids are gang affiliated. These kids are, some of these kids come from different countries. They don't think anything twice about robbing, or killing someone. And I'm sorry, you can't.
Some of these kids don't know no better though. Some of the kids don't know no better because it's all their whole life is kind of this. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
What, her sitting there playing stupid like this and saying these things, it makes me wonder if she really feels this way.
It does. That's the same thing I
putting
said.
on for a show to get a reaction, or if she really
that's
feels
how she
this way.
feels.
This is how she feels.
And it's because
this is true, Betty.
It's because of how she was raised. She probably didn't see much of, she doesn't go outside of her own head, so she can't relate to kids that they're in gangs, they join gangs for a reason, not to mention the fact that their brains aren't even developed yet.
Right.
So it's different than an adult that does these things. I think they should be behind bars. I think they should be punished. But they came from someplace we can't even imagine.
Absolutely.
I'm saying that.
Survive. Some of these kids come from places that Betty would never be able to survive.
Yeah, some of them are abused all their lives. All they know is abuse. All they know is to, they don't have a conscience because the people around them didn't have a conscience.
Yeah, man.
Betty said yesterday that she was born with a silver spoon in her mouth.
Yeah, okay. Should have stuffed it down her throat.
Well, it was more like a plastic spork. I'm
Yeah.
up on that bandwagon.
She didn't.
However, that being said, that validates your point even more, Queen and Heels, because if she's saying that she comes from the upper echelon, then that means that she doesn't understand how the everyday ordinary citizen lives.
Well, not even ordinary. I wouldn't call. The kid was 12. Is this a group of kids she's talking about?
Yes, one of them is 12, one's 17.
Yes.
Okay, so a 12-year-old absolutely does not have the life experience. Whatever life experience he has to be horrible. Like, you don't shoot people, with a good upbringing. Yeah, she was taught right from wrong. She was taught, believe it or not, probably morals. They tried to teach them to her. And that's not part of their life. That's all they know. All they know is all they know. So if you put them in a system that actually tries to rehabilitate them, tries to show them what a normal world is like, it might help them, but they still need to stay in. you know, until we're sure. But she thinks you should give the death penalty to a 12-year-old.
Right. Look at what Nonsense says. Most of these people have no clue what so many of these children actually go through,
right,
or how to even appropriately speak on kids with special needs or mental illness. Thank you, Nonsense.
And it's not always just mental, mental illness is not the same as you grow up in an environment that is all you know. Most of us can't imagine what they go through on a daily basis. Parents fighting, they don't get enough to eat, they're being beat. And that's why they join gangs, because they don't have a family. That's their family.
Correct. That replaces the familial unit, because that's what we're called as humans that live in society. We're called for the structural unit.
Right. And to get into the gang, they do what they, they're told to do. And there's no conscience about it, which is, usually the sign of a psychopath, but just depends on how you're raised. I don't think it's mental illness.
Yes, like 6 Up says, environmental factors are so relevant.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, and a mother that raised her child.
Nature versus nurture. I mean, that's just.
But a mother who raises her child by beating him, ignoring him, using him just to get certain things in life, like a check, and that happens all the time. Then she wants to say it's mental illness when he kills somebody at 16, 17, 18 years old. And no, it's you. It's what you did. And then she probably had a whole raising herself. It's just generation after generation of, and you find it in the cities, you find it in Tennessee, you find
everywhere.
It everywhere. Yeah. It's not one certain race or,
Yeah, and I mean, like, okay, 6 Up said generational.
Yeah.
I mean, and nonsense and neglect issues can have such long-term effects in itself, let alone abuse. Absolutely. Absolutely. Amen. These are all a lot of things that Betty knows nothing about, though. Like, she knows nothing about it. She just puts her 2 cents in there.
And this is, again, where if she had even taken that no-cost OVAT course that's out on the internet, these are things that course addresses.
Well, and that's why they say it's so important to break the cycle. You know what I mean? To change the cycles, break the cycles.
Yes, ma'am. Stop the.
All right, I'm going to finish playing some of this real quick.
In a world that we don't understand.
Well, we can apply that same standard to adults because they came from childhood, right? They had a bad childhood. They this is all they know. They were taught this. I mean, we can apply that to everybody, but it doesn't matter. There's a lot of kids out there that have horrible environments, horrible homes, and they're not out murdering people or torturing people.
Right. Yeah. And I think there's a certain age that you ain't a kid anymore. You know what I'm saying? But that age is not, that's in the late teenagers. Once you hit 16, 17 years old, I think of your decisions. You made adult decisions. You should pay adult consequences. Any younger than that, yeah, let's put you in some juvenile stuff. Let's get you some help. Let's try to fix you.
Right.
Kind of situation,
And I'm all about getting them before they get to that point. But it's unfortunately, we have to be realistic. I'm a realistic.
Yeah, I just think this. You can take the worst kid on this planet and you can put that kid around good people and a lot of love, and that kid will turn out to be a good kid.
There are cases that would happen, just like vicious dogs. There's cases where you can retrain a vicious dog, and
so there's cases where you can retrain a vicious dog, but you want all kids euthanized. That not all kids are worth saving; they need to be euthanized. Are you kidding me right now?
So with this, she's going to use the argument that we're all mammals.
Oh God, here we go.
Okay, so if we're all mammals, like since the dawn of time, if you believe that we evolved from another species, since the time of cavemen and the knuckle dragging people, we've tried to assimilate in a society. So us human mammals want to live in a society, Betty, like with rules and structure. Oh my God, I just can't.
I mean, there was an 8-year-old kid, it's been a while ago, Voices might remember, that killed his 3-year-old brother or sister. I don't remember which one. Do you remember that? And they were, it was in Florida, and they were going to actually talk about the death penalty for him.
Yes, ma'am.
That was a conservative prosecutor that was talking about that. She was the same one on George Zimmerman's case. I can't remember her name. But yeah, she had actually considered that, and I thought, wow, okay. You know?
Even in this argument, like, okay, so if you took a wolf pack, they have a pecking order. I mean, like,
that's just her narrow-minded. A lot of it is what she hears and what she thinks the people that she hears it from want to hear back. And she doesn't think about it. But I don't think she likes dogs. I don't think she has a problem in the world with euthanizing a dog because she can't take care of it, not because it's vicious.
Well, clearly she took and rehomed she dumped her own senior dogs that she had had for years at a shelter.
Yeah. Well, she says shelter, you know.
Again, her words, not mine.
Well, she ended up, another version was she rehomed them.
Right.
Which to me is not a shelter. She found people that wanted the dogs. But the first one, her very first story was her friend left the dogs at her house. And after a week, the friend was supposed to come back after a week. When she didn't come back, Betty, and this is like, she doesn't really know the dog. Somebody just left them there a week. She took them to a shelter and they told her, no, we can't take them just because your friend dropped them off. You know, find a place to put them or, you know, take care of them. And so then I guess it was a shelter. And then she had to take them back and she just couldn't do it anymore. And then she took them to a shelter again, or she gave them away to somebody. But that was her first story. Then it ended up being her husband bought the dogs while they were together. And they were his dogs, not hers. She didn't feed them. She didn't take care of them. She didn't walk them. So for 10 whole years, she had nothing to do with these dogs, according to her. So when he left, he should have taken those dogs because it wasn't up to her to feed them, walk them, you know, clean up after them. And so that's why she took them to the shelter. Then it turned into she rehomed them.
So again, it's verbal diarrhea that could be any of that, because somewhere in all of that, the truth lies.
Yeah, I think she just took them to the shelter because she was, you know, going to school board meetings and hanging out with the Proud Boys, so she couldn't take care of them. Betty doesn't want to be bothered by anyone while she's working, so to speak. You know, she's very self-centered.
And P.S., this is the pause game on point of the smell that I had observed.
The smell?
Look at the one in the middle.
Oh, I didn't even notice. She's something, that one. She is something. You know, she was a wrestler back in the day, and she won a lot of the belts, I guess they give for wrestling. That's like your...
Debbie? Is it Debbie or Ann, you said?
It's Ann something.
Oh, okay. Ann something. Okay.
It usually says...
I'm sorry, I thought you were talking about Betty. I didn't know if you were... I'm sorry.
No, the end of it was Ann. When I said, look, she said, look at her smelling her fingers. It was Ann that I was talking about. That was the wrestler.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Crimes and Fashion said Betty is going to be a very miserable, more than she is now, lonely old
Yep.
bitch.
Yep. And so is Molly. Molly's going to end up being lonely and old.
Oh, yeah. Miserable as hell, too.
She'll probably still be on Kick.
Kicking away with her 4 and 5 viewers.
Hitting a computer monitor with her crutch.
Hey,
guess
what? Laura was giving her tips, and you know what she said? Just play music because Kick allows it and YouTube don't. They won't steal our content if it's got music.
I will.
Because that's what
she does not know.
Queen.
Yeah.
There's a lot of channels that still will, and we will still play it.
Because that's
Yeah,
what
because,
bitches
Piss them
do.
off.
because y'all still get your super chats, right? Even if they do a
Yeah.
copyright, you just don't
Yep.
get all of the other.
Don't get the AdSense, which is like
Yep.
pennies anyway, so it doesn't matter. Whatever.
Yeah, see, that's why I don't monetize too, is because it would just be AdSense. I'm
Yeah.
never where I could get super chats. So
Yeah, kind of like, why even do it? Yeah.
yeah, because then I have freedom not to do it.
Right. You ain't got to worry about a whole lot of stuff. There ain't, you know what I mean? You ain't there's a lot you don't have to worry about.
Even the copyright stuff, the judge would say, so you're not making money on this and you're wanting all the money she's not making. Okay.
Yeah, right. Kicked out.
Yeah, cost you a lot of money for nothing.
All right, here we go. Rolling it.
I think that's what people are mad at you about, Betty, is you're like comparing kids to dogs. You know what I'm saying? It's a big jump to dogs to people. There's a big jump there.
We're all animals. We're all mammals. We're no different.
I get it. I get that. But that's like...
They'll twist my words around, and I stand by what I say. They're just, with my statement. What is Turtle Island? Am I still on Turtle?
You probably the next one to get voted off. I mean, yeah, you're still there for now.
It will be, guys. It will be. It was fun being on the island.
Yeah. You might win season 3. I don't think you're getting this one.
You know what? People are going to find a way to be mad at me, but I'm always going to speak my truth, and nobody's going to change who I am as a person. I love people, but I take a realistic approach to things. Some people can be upset, and I know Dolly does too. Dolly, every now and again, he says something that gets him in a little bit of hot water, but it goes along with that. I mean, you're not going to agree with your creator 100% of the time, all the time. It's just an unreal.
Yeah, killing kids probably most of the time not.
It's the dogs and saying to euthanize children and stuff. That's a whole different ball game.
Yeah,
that is a different ball game, Betty.
This is the same bitch that would probably say old people should be euthanized as well.
Really, that's
Oh, she told Crimes in Fashion, you've got one foot on a banana peel and the other in the grave.
Oh my God, why? What did she say?
Insinuating that she's old.
No, that's the type of man that Betty's looking for. 1 foot on a banana peel and 1 foot in the grave. So
the one she should be looking for. Yeah. Because it's going to have to be short term.
Good morning, Chasing. Here she is schooling us on the kicks.
Chasing up here.
No, she's not up here, baby. She's in the chat, though. Hold on, though. She's schooling us on the kicks. She said, kissing views that y'all see on Kick after aren't accurate. Just FYI, you can have 200 people, but 200 people in chat, but when it ends, it says 20 views.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
So basically, it's not counting the live views with the people who rewatch.
So it doesn't, like, when it says like she's got 4 views, she may not just have 4 views. She may have had like 200 people in chat, but it's only saying she has 4 views on it.
This is what I heard about it.
It's not accurate. I don't know.
I heard that you have to stay 10 minutes for it to count as a view. A minimum of 10 minutes on Kick for it to count as a view. So maybe people are just jumping in and jumping out.
Yeah, but I haven't seen
like what?
Chasing. I haven't seen like.
She's got to give us the look because I don't know shits about Kick. I know nothing about it. So I'm glad she comes in and lets us know. I'm telling you, hold on. The kids was for y'all.
I haven't seen really much people like chatting in her chat at all. Whenever I just go in,
maybe the 4 views is like replays. Maybe she's had 4 people replay her stuff. Yeah. Either way, they suck. They ain't nothing like
pretty much.
So I don't care if it's 4 or 400. Still ain't nothing like she had over here. I'll tell you that. Where's all her? She had 90,000 subscribers. Where are they? Where'd they all go?
They were bought.
Oh, I didn't know that I was saying that. I'm just saying like where, I know she had several people that followed her, like religiously followed her all the time. You know what I mean? All right, here we go.
Realistic expectation.
Yeah, occasionally I'll say something stupid. Occasionally.
What are you trying to say, Dolly?
I ain't saying nothing. I'm saying I love it. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying I love it. I'm just, I'm saying I love it. I got nothing to do with me. I'm Bennett ain't in it.
Nobody's going to
My
make
name's
Betty
Bennett.
walk the plank, right? We won't make you walk the plank, Betty.
Actually, I think it'd be fun.
Yeah,
To walk the plank?
I don't get to vote in the game, Betty. I don't get to vote. So it's the people. It's the people.
I'm gonna have to come. I'm gonna have to call in and see if I get the golden egg.
You better pray for that egg.
Oh,
You better pray for that egg.
It winds up in the hands of a friendly.
Betty, I voted you to be on the island.
Thank you, love. Thank you.
You know
Now pray for the golden egg. Now pray for the golden egg.
I'm going to guarantee I kick one player in the eggs, and I'm going to sell every last one of them eggs.
Oh my god.
Instantly.
Oh my gosh,
Here we
Mandy,
go.
you just
They
scared
all
me to
go.
death, girl.
Haters, y'all save y'all's money.
You're a
I'm getting Eddie off the
Hey,
island.
you know what? If
I'm going to be rich, bitch.
You know what? It would make my day if it was a hater that spent money to kick me off the island. At least somebody pulled some money out of those tightwads.
Y'all vote her off. Haters channels. Don't make sure.
Do hater channels play his game, his Turtle Island game?
No,
I don't really watch it, so I don't know. Does he put like? Does everybody go over there and vote, or I mean, like, how does it?
I have
What
no
does he?
idea.
Okay, because I was gonna say I don't pay attention to his bullshit either, so I don't really know.
I think his people vote. You know, I mean, whoever calls in votes. I've never called
Yeah.
in. I don't watch that. Yeah.
You keep saying hate channels, in which they refer to us as hate channels, even though we're really not. But I just don't know who would be
Anybody
calling
can be
there.
nominated to be put on his island.
Okay.
I saw a community post. The most I've seen from him is that I've seen a community post where he was talking about who could be nominated, and all you had to do was call in and send money, and you can nominate anybody to be on the
Of
island.
course, there goes the keyword money. You got to
ma'am.
send money to nominate somebody. Good on you said. I've never even heard what a turtle game even is. So I don't even know what the Turtle Island game is. It's just some bullshit. You got to pay money to vote.
It's like
essentially
Survivor.
like Survivor. It's
With channels, true crime channels, and drama channels and such.
So you got to pay to vote somebody off. Hold
Yep.
on, Betty. Let's see here. Betty admits that she hadn't even paid attention to the West case on this video. Yeah,
Yep.
she paid no mind to the West case at all till now. That's another thing is she didn't give two shits about these babies. She didn't know nothing about what was going on. She had no idea about anything and just jumped on it. Not only that, though, for the people who have paid attention and for the ones who have like been with this case from day one, and I heard that Crenshaw when she was talking. She's really actually, you know what? That is somebody you should follow for updates on this case because she has a lot of really, really good and accurate information. Crenshaw is her name. I'll have to go find her link. But she's the one that was talking too. She said they have people watching, waiting for Betty to connect to the live stream, and they will be going in and talking to the judge in the public, you know what I'm saying? The courts and all that. So,
And yes, Chasing, we heard her say that about that essentially black kids should be euthanized. Yes, ma'am. And dogs.
Are you kidding me?
No, ma'am. It gets worse than this. Yes, Chasing what Chasing just typed in the chat is exactly what Betty. Yes, ma'am.
Where did B Tim go? What the hell happened? He doesn't ever. What the hell happened? He said hi there, but you're gone. B Tim, you're not up here. I don't know what the hell happened.
Oh.
Tim says going to check my internet. I think there's a delay. One moment.
Uh-oh, he's getting hacked.
It's delayed up here too. I didn't even get that. Maybe it's mine. Weather bad too. I don't know. Okay, we'll finish. Let's see. We'll play this one.
$5 a ticket. $5 a ticket.
Well, how much are the eggs? The eggs are.
I'm kidding about the eggs. We ain't coming
I know,
to
but how
the
much
live show. She said I'm still on the island. Yeah, you're still here. Till next show, Betty. Till next show.
It's
We're
early.
trying to get rid of man. But
I done told you Bullhorn Betty's for the win.
I don't know.
She gets the championship belt.
Some people appreciate, no filter, and those are the people that come over. Now, of course, I'm going to get hate channels because I'm going to be very creative about this whole West case. But, I do have the order, and I definitely run it, and I definitely will follow it. And we're definitely going to move forward with live coverage of it.
yeah, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with talking about things. I guess if the court say, hey, don't broadcast it, don't broadcast it.
I'm not broadcasting it.
Yeah. So
we are going to get very creative, and we're still going to move forward with our discussions.
I got you. So has anything crazy came out in that yet? Like, what is the updates that came out so far in that?
For which case? I covered 3 cases.
The West Boys.
So nothing. I haven't been paying attention. I didn't even know where to go listen to it until.
Yeah, but if you streamed it, did you stream it?
Yeah, it was only literally like 5 minutes of it, maybe less than that. A guy was on the stand talking, and then they broke for lunch.
Oh, okay.
It was like literally, and that's what I told the courts. And so, because when I was talking to the courts, they're like, "Well, just go ahead and delete the live stream." And I'm like, "Well," because I know the haters are going to. And I told them, I said, "Well, I'm putting it in private because in case anything comes of this, this is the only evidence that I have of what was recorded." So I explained to the courts, I am putting it in private, and I'm going to keep it just to make sure that there's nothing going to come of this because I don't want to delete it if it's to be used as evidence later down the road.
She didn't even know where to go. Yes, chasing. Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
she had no idea. No, she didn't know where to go. She didn't follow the case and knows nothing about updates. Yeah, girl, look, she said, I didn't even know where to go.
Oh, Queen, I lost.
So you're just come in like a wrecking ball, ruin it for everybody else. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even follow this case, don't care nothing about these beautiful babies and justice. And
now do you understand why I came in full of piss and vinegar this morning?
Y'all better go make sure you watch Lippy's video and give her the view for this. She did a good job getting this. And, like I said, clip channels do amazing. They do an amazing job. And other channels too, we got other channels too, like Chronicles of the Shady, Heels in the Air. Mystery Maven is a good channel too. What lawyer, the Mystery Maven?
Mystery Maven Esquire. Yes.
Yeah, she's very good too. I really enjoy watching her channel too. Chasing is another good channel to go if you want accurate information. Those are actually really good channels to follow. Sleuth Mom is another one that she keeps her information very legit. Burden of Proof.
Burden of Proof. Oh my God.
Yeah, she's a smaller channel, but she does an amazing job. I wish more people would sub up and watch her and listen to her rather than the bullshit. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's the lawyer Mystery Maven now. Okay.
Oh, the lawyer Mystery Maven. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Let's see. What happened?
And Queen.
Hold on. Somebody's really scratchy.
That sounds like Heels.
Heels, is that you, love? Oh, yeah. You got to drop down and come back in your StreamYard. It's roboting you.
And our very own Headstones and Headlines, Miss Emmy, has been putting in a lot of hard work also.
Yeah, I was going to say, but she just started, so I know that she's been working on her stuff as well.
Yeah. You said Deets already, right?
Deets on the streets. Yeah, she's been doing.
I love her.
It's a lot of work into. Yeah,
they all
love
Hold on, let me see. Let me check Heels real quick. Hold on. Heels, are you up here with us, love?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay.
You're good.
Stream does that sometimes. It'll just
weird.
like spot us. It does it to everybody. It's not just you.
Yeah. I think it was my earplugs. I was scratching my ear and it
then yeah.
was messing with them. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes they get sensitive and stuff. Okay, here, I'm gonna play this. Yeah, good Nunya. I'll drop burdens here. Just give me 1 second. I got you. Let me push play on this.
Right. You always want proof.
Yeah, the courts understood that, so it's still in private. And I explained to them what I was going to do Monday. So everything should be above board. I mean, I'm sure they're not really happy with it, but I'm following their rules.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, that's crazy. I ain't never heard of nothing like that. I thought when they released it to the public, it was in the public. But you just can't actually broadcast the audio, but you can sit there and say, well, this guy walked up on the stand. He talked about this and that. I'm sure, they can't say what you can and can't say in this world.
That's exactly it.
So is it?
So we're going to follow the court OT.
So it's a judge's discretion for each case, whether or not how the media is done, right?
Yeah. So in the way I was reading the forms that were attached to, like everybody was sending me the screenshot. I'm like, have you read the forms? It basically says it's up to his discretion. And so there was no specific order for the West case that was accessible to the public. And so the only way I could get it is through the courts. The courts did send it to me, so I've read it and I know what I can and cannot do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like I see a lot of people streaming court cases right on TV. I've never seen one that they go, well, you can't stream this. I've seen stuff that's copyrighted that says, hey, restreaming this is copyrighted material.
Yeah.
Don't make up new stuff as like for to stick them.
Oh, and you got to remember this is California.
Brother.
They live under completely different laws than the rest of the country.
But it is a different time. We live in a different world where social media plays a big influence in everything too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I can get them saying, hey, we're trying to keep this a little bit. We don't want it to go crazy. We don't want to turn it into a shit show. I mean, I get it a little bit.
But they are turning it because it's forcing people to have to go to the courts, and they're having problems, being able to house the people that are coming to the courts. So the best way for them to relieve the courts, law enforcement.
Yeah, she's just talking out of her ass to me. That's just.
Deets, I think she would want you to. Deets wants to know if you want her to drop Mystery Maven.
Yes,
Drop her
yes.
link.
Please do, yes. Mystery Maven, and I was also trying to burden of proof. I was trying to get hers as well.
Yeah, they dropped her.
Okay, gotcha. And then there was something else I was gonna there was something else I was gonna talk about. There was a birthday party. There was a shooting at a birthday party. Have you guys seen it yet? Has anybody heard about it was awful. So it was a 16-year-old. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna pull up the video real quick. There's a give me 1 second. I'm gonna pop this video up and I'll say it's definitely a trigger warning. I just want to make sure I put that out there. I was in shock when I seen this. Then there's also another thing I want to talk about too real fast. 1 second.
Dadeville, Daleville, Alabama.
Yes, that's what. Yeah, is that what you asking me, baby?
That's what I was telling you. That's where the shooting was.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought. Okay. Yeah, there was a girl. It was like a little clip of a girl recording it, and she's got the guy that she was like actually recording the kid that did it. Yeah, it says 4 dead, several injured during possible birthday party shooting. Has anybody else heard about this? Did you guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, because the little girl was like, she was on Snapchat or something. She was recording it, and the kid, he looks really young. You can see him. He walks out and just starts boom, 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 bucking off shots. And then he takes off running, goes back. It almost looks like he hides the gun in the bushes, and then he goes back again, like he runs back by again. It's really crazy. Let me see if I can upload it real quick. You know what? I probably better not. Maybe that's why it's not on there. Maybe that's why it's not pulling up. They might have already pulled it down.
Yeah, I heard about it. I don't know the details of it.
I probably better. Yeah, I was gonna say I probably better not play it. They might have pulled that down for a reason because it's, you know what I mean. I'm not seeing it on you.
Apparently there were 3 different last night.
He says there was a press conference at 1.
Wow, today, 1 o'clock today.
Yeah, but I haven't watched it yet.
Do they know who the guy is?
4 hours ago, that was like the news or whatever. But
yeah,
here we can play. We'll play this one real quick. Yeah, I was gonna say I'll play it real fast, just so people have an idea of what's going on. You know what I mean?
People have been killed and multiple others injured in a shooting at a birthday party.
This happened overnight in the city of Dadeville, about 60 miles northeast of Montgomery. A pastor who has been comforting families at a hospital says a man from outside the community opened a fire after an argument. It's unclear if the shooter knew those at the party.
Okay, so this might be a different one because the one that I was talking about is a 16-year-old birthday. The
a 16-year-old what?
It's a 16-year-old birthday party.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is the one. I'm sorry. This is the one that we learned about on Jones's this morning.
Which? Oh, the one that we're playing now?
Yes, this is the one that we learned about on Jones's this morning.
Oh, okay. The one I'm talking about is a 16-year-old. It says it was a 16-year-old's birthday party. So this says 4 killed, more than 20 hurt during a shooting at a birthday party in Alabama. So this must be the same one then. This is the press conference here.
Before I go any further,
I think it's the same one.
Have Secretary Taylor and everyone at the Alabama law enforcement agencies, State Bureau of Investigation, and everyone with our organization, our deepest sympathies and condolences to the families that are enduring this tragedy right now. But I cannot agree with what the chief said anymore. This is a fine city, a fine county, and absolutely an amazing state. And we are not going to allow one tragedy to define us. This incident occurred at approximately 10:34 p.m. near the 200 block of Broadneck Street here in Dadeville in Tallapoosa County. All right. There were 4 lives, not fatalities, lives. There were 4 lives tragically lost in this incident. And there's been a multitude of injuries. As they said, this is going to be a long, complicated process.
So yeah, there was 2. Okay, so it says breaking news. There were 2 mass shootings last night and another double shooting at a college in Pennsylvania. When will this stop? The details of this was a shooting at a Sweet 16 birthday party celebration in downtown Dadeville, Alabama. Left over 20 people injured and 6 dead, mostly teenagers. Then it says 6 people were shot around Chickasaw Park in Louisville, Kentucky at 9 p.m. At least 2 were killed and 1 is in critical condition. This is the second mass shooting in Louisville in 2 days. Then it says number 3 was at least 2 people were shot at Lincoln University in Chesty County, PA.
Damn, rough night.
Yeah.
Was it a gang shooting?
No, it just says that the 2, well, from what it's saying, that what we're listening to is the, here, I'll finish playing this one so we can hear. This is the, because I don't think so. I think this, well, they just said, I don't think it has anything to do with him. I don't know. Let's see.
We're thankful to the sheriff, to the chief, to everyone, to the district attorney for all of their support. But we're going to continue to work through in a very methodical way to go through this scene, to look at the facts, and ensure that justice is brought to bear for the families. We will do that, and we can also confirm that it was tied to a birthday party. We were able to confirm that it was tied to a birthday celebration. We can't share anything further at this time with regards to that, as it is an ongoing investigation. If we have any additional information to share, we will pass it along. If you have media inquiries, please send that to media.relations@alea.gov.
So yeah, this there. I mean, they're going to be. They're going to be investigating this for a while. Hold on. Bixley said. Let me see what they just said. The parents need to pay mind to their kids. Yeah, I was going to say, could you imagine sending your kid to a birthday party and then, getting a call that they were,
God, a small town like this, like
that they were murdered? Yeah, and you send your baby off, beautiful in a dress and whatever, you know what I mean, off to have a good time with their friends, and then you get a call like that.
There's only 3,000 people in this town.
Oh my God. Oh my.
It's tiny.
Mm.
So everybody's
The article I
probably
read
known
said
everybody.
that the girls whose birthday party, she was shot but she wasn't killed, but her brother was. They interviewed the grandmother. So I wonder if she was a target or something, or it was somebody, some kind of jealous something, or.
I mean, how is someone blaming the parents for this?
Yeah. I mean,
Sorry.
I don't know.
At alea.gov. Also, if you have tips, and we're going to send this out, I'm going to send this out as soon as I'm done. If you have tips, please call 1-800-392-8011. 1-800-392-8011. That's the Alabama State Law Enforcement Agency crime tip line. You can also email at sbi.investigations@alea.gov. That's sbi.investigations@alea.gov. Again, Our thoughts and prayers with the family. We will not be taking any questions. I will be back in approximately 2 hours with an update. I will be back in approximately 2 hours with an update. This concludes the press conference.
And that presser's now been moved back to 5 p.m. Eastern.
Your parents need to pay money to the kids. Okay. Well, I mean, it wasn't targeted, as far as we know, to the brother that was shot.
Yeah, I don't. It doesn't say. Yeah, or the girl whose party it was, because it's
Her mother was also shot twice in the stomach, but survived.
her mother. Oh wow. Huh.
Yes, the birthday girl lost her brother, and her mother was shot twice in the stomach, but survived.
Wow.
Yeah. The reason I ask is there have been a lot of gang like funerals and birthday parties. One was for a little baby. I say baby, maybe 2 or 3, a couple of years ago, where it was gang related.
Okay, well, I have the video, the little short clip or whatever that's from YouTube, but I don't want to get struck for it. Do you think I will?
Whose video is it?
Well, I mean, like a community guideline strike for because of it's the guy that he comes out and starts bucking his gun off from that party, and there's the
I
girl.
don't think I would show that.
What?
I don't think I would show that because of all it would take is for.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I didn't know if it would, you know what I mean? If it would mess up.
I would not show any of I just don't think I would do that. I don't think I would play it.
Yeah, it's where he walks out the back door, and so he's standing outside, and he looks to the right and pops off 1, 2, 3 shots, and then he takes off running to the left. And the girl's like yelling at him, and then he turns around and goes back, gets in the bushes, like he's grabbing something out of the bushes, and then he takes off and goes running again. So there's nothing to show. There's no blood. There's nothing like that. You know what I mean? It's just coming outside. He fires off 2 rounds.
The link,
and then
I see these all the time.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it should be fine, but I mean,
is there not a news channel showing it?
Not yet. I don't think. I haven't seen it on a news channel. No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, here's my thought. We've ruffled feathers because of our strong stance, and showing something like
I
that.
just thought you were the master channel taker downer. So.
Well, baby, I would love
think he was gonna be Keaton master, channel taker downer.
Well, baby, I would love to say that I would
Strong
be able to intercept that, but I'm just gonna say I would drop the link to it and let people go watch it on their own, and just avoid a potential not being able to cover this as the actual facts come out.
How long has the video been up that you're looking at?
20 seconds. How long has it been up? I believe it's on here. It's on YouTube. Let me go. I was gonna go in the history and just play it right off here. I just didn't want to.
Right. I'm just wondering how long they've been able to leave it up without getting a community strike.
Oh, let's go check here. My history here, because I got it. I screen recorded it too as well, just because, you know what I mean? I didn't know if they would take it down or if it would stay up. It's it's one of the shorts, I believe. Here, let me see.
Because they were showing the girl that went in. God, it was recent. She went in somewhere and started shooting.
Yeah, that she broke the window, the front
Yeah,
door.
right. They showed that one everywhere.
Yeah. And they showed even when they were down the hall, though. Remember when they showed all that footage of the cops waiting?
Right.
I don't know.
Hard
My
to,
vote
it's,
is no.
What did you mean when you said they know our strong stance on what? Voices.
I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry. What?
You said they know our strong stance. What were you talking
Well,
about?
no, I mean, like, we've taken a strong stance against, and spoke out against people and feathers are ruffled because, we are supposedly the mass strikers and all of that. I was just looking at it as they can just use it to report because it's a questionable gray area, in my opinion.
Right.
That was what I meant. I guess the way I stated it, I didn't articulate clearly.
Yeah, I just didn't know what you were talking about. It's just usually like and do you know where this happened? Like city?
Alabama.
Like
Dadeville.
not close, but like a small town. But out in Montgomery, I think is the closest town. I think
Montgomery. Okay.
I thought it's Dadeville.
small town.
Dadevill. Bixley, I don't know. I don't have an opinion on that yet. I don't have enough information. Remy. Okay, hang on. I gotta go back up. Oh, Headstones and Headlines says it isn't even the same street and the buildings and has been debunked.
What's up, Deets?
Hey, sorry. Hey, I didn't know if you saw headstones in the chat.
No.
Yeah, she was covering it.
Video.
I was gonna say I'm looking for this little short, of this girl and he's got little curly hair or whatever, but I haven't seen anything. So yeah, it's probably best that we don't because I haven't seen anything on the news or anything, and I don't want to put somebody's picture out here. Well, I mean, it's already been done, it's already on YouTube, but I don't want to spread that if it's not.
Yeah,
well, I think she was saying it's not even an accurate video. Like it's been debunked as not the right
from some
incident.
And so I'm glad we didn't play it then.
Yeah. Yeah, I just didn't. I didn't know. I wanted to make sure you saw that before you played
it.
it.
Well, yeah, that's why I was over here checking my stuff. That's why you hear me being quiet. I was over here doing my stuff. Over here researching.
Well, and I was
because
I had just seen Remy tag me about because I had gone upstairs to have a cigarette.
She said if he has white shorts and loses his shoe in the bushes, it's not the same incident.
So it was a shoe. I didn't know what he was grabbing out of the bushes. I had no idea. I was like, what the hell is he getting? Did he drop his something? Did he throw his weapon in there? Or what the hell happened? What is he grabbing from the damn bush? Good to know it's a shoe.
Okay. Good.
Hey Zen. Hey Nick. Hey Boston. Or that is thing. Jones and Hippie.
Oh hell. And so okay, also we're gonna put this out here. We're gonna talk about the Tiff Taboo situation in that video. I'm gonna put put that in perspective here.
Thank you.
6 months ago, well, probably even longer than that. Tiffany used to come over here and sit on our panel and stuff and chat with us and whatever. No big deal, no big thing. Well, she actually she got upset when I asked her to get down off panel a couple times because the panels are full or whatever was going on. I asked her to jump down. People get upset when I ask them to jump down. I don't know why. It's like we rotate around. You know what I mean? If there's a lot of people, or you've been here for a while or something, I'll ask you to jump down. It's not a big deal, right? Well, anyhow, she got upset about it. Long story short, something happened on another person's panel on another channel, and I addressed it at that time and said, please stop bringing their stuff from over there over here.
Right.
It was a big fight with her, Okay, so anyways,
yes,
if you want to talk to me privately, you can talk to me privately. I'll do a private StreamYard with you. I'll talk to you, whatever. Shoot me an email. Never got an email. Didn't want to do a private StreamYard. Next thing I know, she's fucking making videos. Made a video and, addressed me with this video. I never even had a chance to watch it. Still to this day, have not watched it. All I do know is that she was upset with that I allowed Laura to be up here. Hold on one second.
I just gotta say, I don't know anything about this situation. Who is Tiffany Taboo again?
She was a gal who used to come over. She had been in Salty Pancakes community. She was also over with the Trash Bag PI, and then she made her way over into here and had been up on panel several times, and essentially got upset because Queen asked her and a couple others to hop off panel and rotate because there were several people in the back waiting to come up.
But
And
does she has a channel?
apparently,
Yeah, she made a channel and had tried to piggyback off of this for a while. You know what I mean? Well,
okay.
She made she's another one that was on the she was on the call. She was on the AWP.
Oh, okay. I know she was the one who was like flirty or
My
something. It
channel's
was
gonna
weird.
my channel's
Yes.
this is gonna make my channel grow, she said.
Okay,
She was
yep, I
super
remember
stoked
now.
about being on the she was super stoked about the open mic thing that happened. Because she thought it was,
Axelot, that's right. Angela Corey. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, so she was like, yeah, this is gonna boost my channel or something like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow, to make a long story short, she recently made she does not like Laura, has never liked Laura, got upset with me because I allowed Laura to be up here and whatever. So I was like, I'll talk to you privately. If you want to talk privately, we went back and forth, whatever. She had went into chat and said, such and such was doxing people. And I said, why would you go into Skeptic's chat? And I mean, nobody would like you to do that. When people they don't want you to bring attention to that. So why would you go into somebody's chat and be like, somebody so-and-so's doxing everybody? Nobody cares. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know what I mean?
Don't draw attention to the dox. It's not right for the person that's being doxed.
Right.
Yeah, she was on Skeptics a lot right at first when he first started live streaming. And she seemed fine, you know. But then I didn't see her again.
I remember her over here now that, she mentioned the like where I could, draw it from my brain was that video with the Duty Ron and stuff. But yeah, now I remember her over here. Voices, what did she have against Laura while we're waiting on Queen? Do you know?
She didn't like, I don't honestly know what her axe to grind against Laura was. I don't know, because that was just around the same time I was coming into this. And so I was very guarded against connecting with really hardly anybody.
Oh, okay.
Axelot, I'd love to hear your story about that at some point.
Me?
No, Axelot and chat.
Oh, yeah, trait chasing, not fond of me at all.
Excellent.
Yeah, Daily Mail gets a lot wrong.
Oh yeah, they just jump on everything. It seems like I
Right.
noticed, all the.
Anyhow, this video gets made. She makes a video about voices, I guess. I haven't even watched it. It's like an hour-long video about all the shit voices is done. I mean, I don't know. Apparently,
Oh, Skeptic is here.
What up? Yep. What up? He said, good time to tune in. Let's see here. Good time to tune in. She used to come on my panel a lot. We had a falling out. I'll leave out the details. She came back the other night. Don't know anything else. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. So, she got upset about this whole situation 6 months ago. Now that all the drama is going on, she all of a sudden drops this video 6 months later. So basically, she had an issue 6 months ago, and now that things are going on, and there's issues between me, Laura, Voices, Betty. You know what I mean? Like she dropped this video 6 months ago. Yeah, and she's trying to bring shit up from fucking 6 months ago. And then she has the nerve to say, what if a mother like Brandy Neal heard this stuff? And I said, why would you tag Brandy Neal? First of all, why would you want her to hear stuff like that if she hasn't already? First of all,
Yeah.
and second of all, she's been accused and heard a lot of different things on this platform. She's been accused of a lot of different things on this platform.
Mm-hmm.
But what does she have to do with anything? I'm kind of confused on that. Why would you do that? And she said, I didn't tag anybody but Granny. And Laura saying that we accused Laura and Tiffany of working together. I said, no, we didn't. Tiffany's irrelevant as fuck. She has nothing to do with nothing. And this is an issue from 6 months ago. So why would anybody?
I haven't heard.
Laura, stop it. Laura,
I haven't heard y'all bring her up.
Laura had a whole conversation with Molly about it the other day.
Of course.
Yes,
Yeah.
a little big ass conversation about it, and she's like, "I don't like that voices." We're getting a lawyer. I don't even know if I should warn her, but somebody's getting a lawyer because she lives in
Lord.
state.
Stop it with the lawyers. Nobody's
Yes,
suing
it's
anybody.
old.
Like nobody's getting a lawyer.
Even
Not
if
worth
you
it.
could get a lawyer, you cannot sue me. I am disabled. I don't have a pot to piss in, nor a window to throw it out. Look at my cardboard fucking ceiling, y'all. Come on now.
Judgment proof.
Right there. Look at the cardboard ceiling. There you go.
We'll wait.
I'll wait.
We'll wait.
Because that's
But
what boss bitches do.
But why do they want to sue you anyway? I'm
Because
missing
I'm the
pieces of
masked
this
channel
story.
taker downer. I figured out how to come through and take all of these people's channels down.
Okay.
Well, are they just going down a list of people that they're saying took the channels down because
Here's our B Tim. Where'd you go?
What up, B Tim?
Somebody knew.
Where'd you fly off to? Who you?
He got hacked.
Anyone can sue anyone, but here's the thing. I live in Wyoming and I'm on disability. A judge is going to toss that lawsuit out because my money is guaranteed funds. I don't make shit out here on YouTube. Even if she garnished my
Not only
AdSense
that,
revenue,
Social Security, you don't make shit on Social Security anyways. I mean, that's like pension pennies to begin with. It's hard enough to pay.
why do you think
regular bills?
I make a
let alone
motherfucking $100 a month on goddamn YouTube?
She better
I make
cool it.
$100 a month on YouTube.
Molly
She's
better
gonna
cool
get-
her
she's gonna
jet doing shit.
$30
And so
out of my
Laura cool it.
AdSense. Fuck you, Betty.
She's saying, "Oh, I thought no." Molly's the one that said it. She said that somebody was suing
Oh.
you. Yeah, Molly's the one that said it. She said it, and that's where this whole thing. Here, I'll go find the clip of it.
Social
That's where-
Security is protection. You can't collect on Social Security. I don't know what she's talking about.
Yeah.
So you can't
Correct,
sue
that's
her for
guaranteed
anything.
funds. You can't sue somebody and get their Social Security.
Because
It
you have to
cannot be
live on that
garnished.
money. Yeah.
And then you have to show like, what are you suing her for? Like, what is your case? Like, you have zero case. She's like an idiot. She's
Yeah,
just
she
saying
has
it-
no case.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's just saying it just to sound tough. So it's like,
I hate
man,
when people use that. I'll sue
Yeah.
you. It's like, give me a
It's
break.
constant.
Sit down.
That
Yeah,
video, that video that was made is my behavior from months ago. Y'all have all said you've complimented me on the change that I've made.
So who was gonna sue, Laura or Tiffany?
they're
was there?
basically claiming some mysterious person wants to sue Voices, but she doesn't want to give her the heads up, Molly.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
So, you know, the mysterious person.
it's always somebody else with Molly.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, with the regards to Tiffany, I mean, like, she made the video. I was like, okay, so she basically made a video of everyone who clipped Voices. Like, everyone's seen this. You can go to Hartley's and see it. She took clips from Hartley's. She took a bunch of them and just put them together. And she just did that so she could just make, like, I don't know. I think, honestly, it makes no sense that she made the video because it's like, what's the point of the video? Are you comparing it to future, like, present actions that she's doing? Do you have a prediction that she's going to do it again? Or is this just
Who made the video? Who made
Tiffany Taboo made a
Oh,
video,
okay.
but she grabbed clips from various other content creators or actual like videos from other, like, basically I saw Hartley's video was in there a couple of times, and other ones, and it's basically like, I'm sitting here, I'm like, what's the point of this video if not to just do a smear campaign? You're not really, there's no conclusion. It's like, okay, are you comparing it to what she's doing now? Is just future? It's just basically a smear campaign. And then like Laura and Perplex are talking together, says, well, you know, Tiffany Taboo made this great video, and I want to recommend it to everyone on the YouTube streets about it. I'm like, okay, whatever.
He doesn't have everyone on YouTube streets watching her. So
yeah.
Right. Okay, so here's the video. This is Tragedy, and she does an amazing job as well. So she put this together. So I'll just play this little piece of it where they're talking about this suing and whatever.
Who? This person wants to be fucking cute.
Here, look in private chat. I sound like an owl. Who? Her feet don't fit on one, but her face looks like a horse. You must be in Fort Lauderdale.
This girl is fucking crazy, dude. It's Kelly Chandeliers.
What the hell? Look, I don't know
who that is.
I'm talking
She
about.
went to fucking.
what is wrong with her?
Anybody into the chandelier?
Oh, this is
Can't find a man.
hilarious.
Can't find a man. That's a fucking problem. She can't find a boyfriend, and I told her.
All right. I gotta go find a little part where her, because I don't know if it's right here or whatever. But
Yeah, she goes on I don't think I saw this clip, but I saw it somewhere. And she goes on this huge rant about her Patreon member, Kelly Chandeliers. And she loses her crap.
Look at her.
Yeah. She's
pissed.
just going nuts. Calls her
All
a
right.
And so
stalker.
she must have quit Patreon.
She wanted Molly to get a hold of her. Like, I guess she was texting her a couple times a day, wanting to do one of those calls or whatever it is she does. And Molly
Her life
lost
coach.
her.
Molly gets paid for that. You know how many people I have that want me to call them and reach out to them and call in. I'm like, I don't have time for that. I really don't. And I'm not going to sit here and charge people like Molly does. Hey, $50 a call. Hell no. Hey, that's insanity to me. I can't believe she even died. I can't believe people pay her to have a conversation. You got to be joking me.
Right.
Never in my life heard of that shit. Never. Like, I don't know.
That's insane.
She's a
Well,
life
Valerie's
coach.
starting that now. If you are her $50 or $100 Patreon tier, you get phone calls with her.
50
Yes.
or 100 now?
You have to
Wow.
pay to 100. Those are her two Patreons. Yes, $50 and $100.
Oh wow.
It used to be 25 and 50.
Yep. And then now that the haters were paying it, she said she's going up to she's going from 50 to 50 and 100. And then people were like, well, what if we already paid? She's like, well, then you're shit out of luck, or you need to pay the other $25.
Yeah, my tier starts at a gazillion. So
Hey, Skep.
Mine too, Skep.
Hey, Queen, how you guys
Goes
doing?
up from there.
Hey, Skep.
Hey, voice.
Hey,
How you
Skep.
doing?
My tier is you
Hey,
have to
heel.
pay Skep's tier before I even accept you into my tier.
That's a good one.
Exactly. Then you're really in the big leagues.
Yeah.
But what if a hater
people.
calls her? What if one of us calls her? Will she still talk to us for 30 minutes?
No.
No, she'd do this and yell at us on the line.
And your icon is, it's like little people. That's where you start out. And it's like, peon.
Yeah.
Make sure
Hater
that you denigrate your followers and make sure that they realize their inferiority in your presence.
And then you got to go up and, address us all as roaches.
Exactly.
Roaches and haters. All right, let's see. Let's play this here. Let's see. All right, let's go here. Here we go.
Why? Because she's so clingy. So she told one of my friends, Marissa's not giving me enough attention. No, get out. No, leave me alone. You're a stalker. Get
Blank
out.
screen. That must
Go
be
away.
blank
You
screen.
have been creeping everyone out. Get out. Don't come back. Go join the haters. You're fucking creepy as hell.
That's the Kelly.
You
She's yelling at
one of
Kelly.
those creepy people.
Oh.
I don't want you in my fucking.
Whoa.
You have my number. Don't fucking take it.
86
You
is
are
loyal
fucking
Patreon.
creepy as all hell.
I was gonna say this is her Patreon, Kelly, that she's talking about. So if you leave her Patreon, this is what's gonna happen. If you join it and you get ready to leave, you can't pay the 50. This is what's up. This is what you have to look forward to.
Like getting out of the mafia.
It's like all of her followers are masochists. They should wear like diapers and pacifiers and beg mommy to spank them.
Read your messages. You're blocked.
Where's Kelly at? Bring your ass over here, Kelly. We got you.
Yeah, we want to talk
Right.
to you.
Your work is consuming your life, but you're in here crying, and now you say something.
She don't even know what this woman's going through. She could have just been diagnosed with something, or you know what I'm saying? She could have just had, her mom could have been having troubles, or you know what I mean? Like, she doesn't know what this woman's going through. She could be going through something horrible in her life.
But she's a life coach.
And she's over here just going off, ripping her up one side and down another, and has no idea what's going on. You know what I mean? This woman could be on the verge of, tears already, and just wanted to talk to her for a minute or explain something. And here she goes.
Well, did she just pop up into the chat room, or
She had
do we
sent
know?
her a message, is what it looked like. She got like a message, and then after she
Yeah.
got that message, she went off.
It was like, it was almost like she sent her a message or something. You know what I mean? She's like, she's been messaging me this whole time, which, don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? Like, I've been frustrated before when I've had a certain person, constantly, you know what I mean? Like back to back messaging me, or wanting, wanting something that I don't really have time, or can't really do, or, you know what I'm saying? Like but I've never done this.
Okay.
I've never just came on and started like, Susie Q did this, and this.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I know you guys have moved on, but if you wanted to talk about the other topic that I heard when I got up and was drinking coffee, because I think it's interesting. There's a lot of interesting stuff to talk about in terms of who we associate and how we dole out forgiveness and what our burden of proof
What
is
is
when
that?
somebody comes up on our panel and all these interesting.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, something's there's something in the background.
Not me.
Really
Like
bad.
a leaf blower.
You're like traffic.
That might have been me. Someone might have been doing my yard, so I'll go on mute.
Are you
Oh,
torturing
shit,
Possum?
okay. Yeah, I was gonna say you want to mute, babe.
Tim never makes noise.
Yeah, he never.
Wow.
Not even during
Tim.
sex. I mean, that's what I heard. The rumors.
What's going on? There's a vibrator going off. Somebody's got a Pete Rose going off somewhere. Look out. All right, ready to roll. Let's play this.
Hold that thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
well, wait. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead. I won't make it stop. Go
We
ahead,
got
baby.
sidetracked by the vibrator.
That was a good
comment.
pause.
Right, we
too.
got sidetracked by the vibrator. Go ahead, baby. Sorry.
Scat, go ahead.
Oh, you talking to me?
You
Yeah,
were
no,
saying
I
you
just-
wanted to talk about.
Yeah, no, I think there's some interesting things, that I've discovered, and it makes this space so much more difficult to navigate. So like Queen, for example, just talking about, people trying to contact you, and they want something from you, or they want to direct your content, or they want you to maybe go after somebody that they don't like. And,
Yes,
I've talked about in the past, the problem of association. I even had a falling out with some people because I just breached the topic of, are we responsible for who we ever speak with, or not? That, what is our burden when it comes to vetting people that come up on our panel? Is there a difference between collaborating with people, in advance, where you sort of know that probably you should vet because your reputation is going to be at stake, as opposed to letting somebody come up on panel, and then the fact that they
I
were
think that's a
allowed up
great
on
conversation.
panel, does that
That's a great
therefore mean that you are somehow on board with all of their behavior, or that you should know everything about all of their behavior? So I think the Voices Tiffany Taboo is just an interesting one, because people have their own grievances and their own past. And when somebody just comes up on panel, unless you have the wherewithal and the staff of people that can go look into everybody's prior behavior on YouTube, then you're trusting people based on their behavior in their interaction with you. So if somebody's polite with me and making reasonable, rational arguments, I will just give them the benefit of the doubt until proven otherwise. So I just think it's an interesting topic, and I've talked about that association problem. I mean, if you're continuing to collaborate with or support somebody who has a demonstrably horrible past or has done some terrible things, then essentially, yes, I think by association, you do have some culpability. At least
Right.
once you're brought, somebody brings to your attention what these people do, then you have to make a decision. Do you want to keep running with them and hanging with them, or even supporting them, or do you need to distance yourself? So anyway, I just think it's a big topic and one that's really delicate. I mean, I try to be very careful about the
I think that's
things
a
I
great,
say about people when I don't know about them, you know?
that's a great topic to conversation to have, and I think we should we should have that conversation.
I appreciated that because I kind of listened in a little bit. I took that as that was because I had been in the chat. I had seen like she
I'm gonna
popped up
base
there,
off of
posted a
his.
video.
You already went over this, Skep. You've already went over all this.
Well, I mean, I have brought up in the past the problem of association, just to open the conversation to us, to make us think about, you know, what our responsibility is when it comes to association. And I think that, you know, like I would say that if you're collaborating consistently with somebody and you're promoting their work, then I do think you have at least a vested interest in doing some vetting.
Right.
At the same time, I think that should be distinct from somebody that you just allow up on panel spontaneously. So like, for example, Voices, and I'll be perfect. I'll be perfectly honest. I didn't know who Voices was before I met her up on this panel. I understand that she seemed to own some prior behavior that she wasn't proud of. And I even, you know, said that I thought that was commendable. I mean, there's so few people that will ever admit that they've been wrong about anything. I think that's at least a noble thing to see in public for somebody to own it. So Voices, you've been nothing but polite and decent from what I've seen. Having said that, I saw that video and then I learned, you know, some things about some of the things you were saying that were pretty vile and nasty. And, you know, whether or not that's applicable, I mean, again, you know, another conversation about giving people the benefit of the doubt and forgiveness, and if people can change. And, you know, all you can really do is judge people on the present, but prior reputation, you know, can be brought to bear. It's not ancient history, but I have no issue with you. You've been nothing but polite, and I see you on the right side of the ethics in the conversations I've seen. I mean, I did see that ugly interaction with Laura, but I think Laura's a terrible actor. So anyway, I just, without saying too much, this conversation deserves to be had.
Yeah, it does. It does.
And can I say one thing?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, baby.
Okay. To Chasing, I can't call her Tracy. Ma'am, be careful and do your research on people's behavior. It doesn't align. If it doesn't align, then don't promote them. Also, be careful when you're doing that research on people that you're not letting someone else hand you the research. You have to do it yourself, because what happened
Are you being manipulated? Indeed.
Exactly.
People are always trying to get our alliance or get us on their side, and you want to be careful. You want to do your own homework before you take someone's opinion. So sometimes you just brush it off.
And I think the biggest thing here on my thing is I don't take sides. I let everybody come up and have their say. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't, I try to give everybody a fair chance to speak
you've been
on.
fair.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's hard. That's why I say I don't like open panels, because it's a moderating nightmare, and you will inevitably be held accountable for anybody that you've ever had on panel, because then other people will say, how can you not know what they've done? What they've done is deplorable, and the fact that you gave them the benefit of the doubt and treated them with respect is is disgusting on your part. And I think that's asking too much of people. I mean, I would argue that the ethic is when it's brought to your attention, what your position is.
And always ask the person that if you find something that you think doesn't sound right about them, then you should always ask that person you're researching, hey, did you do this? Was this, because I know a friend of both of ours
fill me in on what's going on, or
Yeah, just can you explain it? Because
yeah.
Steph and I have a mutual friend who Chris McDonough went after and made her look horrible with all these posts and all these blogs and Twitter. And it was from one woman who is extremely unhinged. And instead of just going with that, then ask her what was going on with this. And there's a very reasonable
you can,
explanation.
there are reasonable ways to go about this. You can first then maybe reach out and have a private conversation with somebody to get their side of the story. You can do your own work to see if you can corroborate, whose story. And then at the end of the day, it's your ability to discern nonsense from truth. And, by the way, one of the things that I see in this space all the time is that, people tend to think that if one person is calling out the bad behavior of someone else, and we can agree and corroborate that is indeed objectively bad behavior, that doesn't by default necessarily mean the other person is in the right either. It's always possible for both people to be wrong, or at least to have their own vested interests and their own motivated reasoning that is not being fair. I mean, if somebody's calling out somebody else because they have a beef with a third party, and the reasoning for why they're going about this is because they hate somebody else, then that's motivated reasoning. You're doing this with some vested interest. So like in the context of the Laura thing, if if Tiffany Taboo's primary motivation was her disdain for Laura, and then she decided to somehow try to expose Voices because of that vested interest in wanting to discredit Laura, that's a bit roundabout, and you at least can be more honest about what your motivation is here. Anyway, I'm saying, without even necessarily wanting to say anything about Tiffany, because I don't know enough about the details, I would have to go look up what her content is, where she's hung in the past. I can only say that she's well educated, she's got a background in science, and she used to come up on my panel, and we'd have interesting intellectual chats, which is what I like to do.
Absolutely. And she does bring some good input. She does. However, she got really, really upset, and when I would ask her to jump down, just like other people have done this before as well, they get angry and upset and think that it's something bad against them, that because I'm asking them to jump down and rotate. But then again, that also a lot of people feel like because I have someone up on my panel that I'm best friends with them, and that's not the case. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And also, I think for me, a red flag is when I feel the pressure of somebody trying to influence me to take their position. And,
not only that,
the pressure feels heavy. I'm wondering why it is that you're trying to push me so hard. It sounds like you're trying to maybe manipulate me to agree with you, and that also rubs me the wrong way. And that's just a general statement.
Right. Well, like and like I was saying, she got upset with Laura and took that out on me. You know what I mean? Because I had her up here, and I don't agree with that either. I don't think that's okay. I gave her ample opportunity to talk to me, like private StreamYard privately, you know what I mean? Like
and in that sense, then she has to fight her own battles. So I'm certainly not coming up to do any mental gymnastics or apologetics, because she should, if she's being talked about, she should come up and then and address these points.
I'm just not yet. I've offered that, but she, like I said, I offered that, but she wanted to do videos. I'm not going to video argue with anybody. I mean, like, if you have a conversation, I'll be an adult and have a conversation.
Yeah.
I'm not going to video fight with you back and forth. I'm just not going to do it.
Too much effort. Yeah.
Yeah.
Skip. So in this
Yeah,
situation,
voices,
this was something that happened over 6 months ago between her and I on another panel. She has my email is in my about section.
That's another thing. It ain't got shit to do with me, and I keep getting drugged into this bullshit. I'm not proud of that.
Obviously,
Yeah.
her issue is with me. And then what does she do? She tags somebody that's an adversary. What? How? I'm not. I gave each one, Laura and Tiffany, I gave them 10 minutes of attention each. I did a 20-minute response back to them. And I honestly, the difference between what was shown and what is now is 6 months. Medication changes, grief counseling, a lot of different things have changed in my life. If you want to keep me tagged back, in that old behavior, I can
Well, and
gladly go back
ultimately,
to it.
I'm not gonna if you're gonna be doing that kind of shit or pulling fuck shit and doing, I don't want you up here, and you know that we've had that conversation. So you've tried
Yes,
really
ma'am.
fucking hard to stay on your P's and Q's. You know what I mean? So you
Yes,
can
ma'am.
be, you know,
So I can be
open
part of
and
the
hanging
greater
out and
good
stuff. And I respect that. You know what I'm saying? I respect that
and have
you
a group of friends that
tried.
keep me, I like that I have a group of friends that'll keep me accountable. Like I know that wherever I go, probably Nikki's gonna see if I pop off and say something nasty.
Me?
Yep, because he goes in the same streets I go on.
Oh,
I
yeah,
see
you know,
Nikki
yeah.
in a lot of the same chats I do. So, like, I know that people will report the moment that I, and so I just have learned how to de-escalate myself and not be triggered by what somebody's saying.
I know
But
when you're done, you're like, thank you, I'm leaving, thank you.
yes, ma'am.
I'm
You
like,
guys
she's
have
done,
all,
she's out of here, she's got to go take a break, and that's
yep,
good. That you
everybody
can
has
recognize
been
that.
everybody
Shit,
has been
some people
very big
can't.
at promoting. If Voices feels like she's gonna pop, just say I gotta go, and it's no big deal.
Yeah, there was a certain career talking about you the other day, and I didn't even want to message you because I knew you would get upset about it. So I didn't.
Yeah, I don't watch most times, so I live by the philosophy that ignorance is
When
bliss.
Laura's like, you don't like it, don't watch it.
And if sometimes willfully ignorant is a good thing.
Yeah, I mean it's so difficult to unpack these issues, and whether or not certain things are, you're willing to weigh in on. I mean, I try to promote positive ethics and condemn harmful behavior, but my line is always, I'm not going to mediate or moderate interpersonal disputes. If you bring me evidence of somebody, making false allegations of murder or child harm or doxing stuff or just spreading really harmful, dangerous misinformation, I may weigh in on that if I believe that the evidence is compelling. But if you're just cursing at each other and there's just people that don't like each other on the internet screaming at each other, that's I have no interest in moderating that sort of thing or even taking a position.
Personal beef.
Yeah. By the way, since I noticed Heels, you had some opinions on Unirock. For some reason, some channel that I don't know came up on my feed today. Some BK Beast Boy who also had some similar impressions
Of me or of Unirock?
of Unirock.
Oh yeah, he does a lot on Molly.
But
a whole lot
again,
on Molly.
you look back, I mean, the one way you can vet somebody is just to sort of read down their prior video content, look
Yeah.
at their titles, look
I
at
do
the
that.
content they're covering, and you
Mhm.
can get a feel for what their niche is.
Yep.
And the other point I wanted to make too is just the real life dynamic of where I'll often say something like, I may walk down the street arm in arm in protest with you and a whole group of other people when it comes to something like, whatever, harming a child or trying to, discriminate or taking away someone's rights or something like that. But I might march in the street arm in arm with somebody against you tomorrow if it's a different topic that, I believe in that you're not on board with. So we have this delicate reality in life of where sometimes we ally with people at moments because we have a common target or a common bad behavior that we all agree on. So, for example, in the context of Molly and Betty, if there's one thing I'm pretty sure that we can agree in Queen Bee's forum, most of the people here are on board with what she's doing. What they're doing is bad and harmful and deserves to be called out. And sort of everybody beyond that, it becomes less, you find less agreement among everyone. We might, completely disagree on another channel creator. So in that sense, you can often have alliances because you both at least agree on one point, but whether or not you agree on other topics is yet unknown.
Yeah, and the thing with Queen Bee, even if you do like Dolly and Molly and agree with what they say or do, you can still come and chat. You know,
Yeah,
she will
right.
still welcome
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. I mean,
She
that's why I
doesn't block
say
anybody unless they get out of line.
Queen's Forum is unique in that sense. She permits open panel. That is the format here. And then, as I've always said to Queen, I just recognize from my experience that it becomes a moderating nightmare, and everybody, you will have to be your brother and sister's keeper, and you'll end up having to moderate interpersonal beefs between people. People will be trying to manipulate you to take one side or the other, and then people will also be accusing you by association of somehow being complicit or supportive of somebody else's opinion. And this is a nightmare to navigate.
Try to be as fair as I possibly can
Yeah.
be. You know what I mean? But I do gotta say this. You know what though? I gotta say this. A lot of people are very respectful of this, of my channel and this space over here, and a lot of them won't bring a bunch of bullshit over here.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
I don't watch everything. I've seen some pretty nasty knockdown conflict in here, but for the most part, I think, but for the most part, people do respect your forum. Yeah, no, I do think that they mostly respect your forum and come here and know that they have to try.
But if they do, they know that I'll do. I mean, and I feel like if they do bring it here, it's because both sides will be heard. You know what I mean? I'm gonna let both people. I'm gonna let them both up here. You know what I mean? You ain't just gonna come up here and just talk, and I'm not gonna offer the other person a place to be. You know, just to come up here. You know what I'm saying?
The hard part is then how do you moderate when shit goes south?
Well, it depends on like what do you mean by south?
Well, I just mean it. If everybody's just then screaming at each other at some point because it's your channel, you have to moderate and at least say, calm down, or some of you have to go, whatever it is,
Well, yeah, I mean, because I tried to mute them and I muted them a couple of times. It didn't work out. So, I mean, eventually they either have to jump, one of them's got to jump down, or they'll both have to be kicked until they can get themselves together and then come back when they do. And, like Zen is in everybody's chats. She's in everybody's, Molly's, ours, Betty's, Justice. She's all over the place and
everywhere.
Just fine. I mean, she's in Jones's. You know what I mean? She's all over the place.
Yeah,
and she's very respectful.
Yeah, she is. And that's another thing. She'll come in and chat, but she doesn't, throw like insults, and she's not real. She doesn't stir shit. Go after this person. Go after that person. Do this. Do that. This person said this. This person said that. You know what I mean?
And you do set the tone, because I can tell, like in my room, I think hopefully the people that listen to me, they understand I set a certain tone, and then people tend to behave when they come up on my panel. There have been a few exceptions, but I think then also your demeanor and your credibility also helps set the tone, because there are other open panels, by the way, where the channel creator is thrilled to have people screaming and conflict. That is the function of that channel, and that's what that channel creator wants, is the drama, because it is a drama space. I don't think that you're not a drama for drama's sake channel. You want to have conversations and promote certain good behavior, and that's why your channel's cleaner given the format. Because as I said, I just always say it's a moderating nightmare to have an open panel.
I like to hear the other side. I like to hear. I don't like it to be an echo chamber where everybody thinks the same exact way. I don't like that either. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want it to be like well-rounded. I want to hear, like oppositional too. I want to hear what everybody thinks and how, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, because it helps you just figure out
If
your own.
If everybody agreed, it would just be kind of, to me, it'd be weird. Like everybody agreed on the same thing every single time.
The
But we like to talk about the drama. We just don't want to be the drama.
Right.
Yeah.
I just think that the reality is that people won't be honest brokers, and so as much as I'm for open conversation, you have to moderate to some extent, because when you just have a total dishonest broker who's going to come up and try and gaslight and manipulate everyone, then for me that's a breaking of my terms. You lose your right to be accepted and treated with the benefit of the doubt if you're clearly being manipulative, you're clearly gaslighting, you're clearly not interested in having an honest adult conversation. But that's to the judgment of the moderator to figure that stuff out.
I just wish people could debate. Like I would like to see you debate Chris McDonough. You know, like
I mean, and
calmly debate, but
I've discussed
he's
that
not capable.
conversation. The
Nasty and
problem
stuff.
with debating people is that if people have to follow certain rules of debate, debate is a
Right.
well-established
Well,
set of standards and rules where you can't gaslight, you can't use fallacies, you can't use ad hominem attacks. You have to address the arguments, you know, and then allow the other person to rebut and speak. And so far often,
Yeah, of course.
more often than not, on this in the wild west of social media, the odds that you're going to have a fair debate are low. But that doesn't mean that it can't happen, and that it shouldn't happen. It just means that I have low expectations in this space that debates are possible.
So-
Like I know for a fact Chris McDonough would never play by fair debate rules, and he would probably he probably knows that, and then wouldn't have it.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
that's too bad.
while you're wishing for that, can we wish, Heels in the Air? Can we wish for world peace and eliminate
Yeah, right.
World
this debate?
peace, yes.
Yeah,
I
'cause
love
you would have
world
a
peace with butter.
you would have a better chance of wishing for world peace than
Well, I mean,
debating.
Well, I've said, maybe I'd be willing to sell my service as a moderator. I'd like to think I have a decent reputation and I could moderate and set down the rules. If two camps wanted to debate, you come to me. I'll have a conversation with both of you, get to know each other. We'll talk about what the topic is. I will tell you what the rules of the conversation are. I will tell you that I will run a strict debating ship, and I will moderate and intervene if people are not playing by the rules. And if somebody, wants the pay-per-view fight to go on, but I just, over the years, I've realized I'm not doing that for free.
Yeah, it's a tough job.
yeah, it would just have to be adults, and we don't have a lot that
No, they don't want
opposing
the
sides that are
structured
adults.
debate. They want
Right.
the
People don't know what a debate is. They just think it's screaming and, being emotional and giving
Yeah.
their opinions. That's not what a debate looks like.
Yeah.
Somebody that when you set it up like that, that means that there's skin in the game, and that what comes out of the debate is going to be a resolve, and then there's going to be effective change, right? So that's the thing. Nobody wants to pay because they don't want to have they don't want to change. They want it their
Well, you're
way.
right. They don't want to be called to account objectively.
Right.
They just want to scream, and that's why people will do it on their channel. Yeah, come debate me, bro. And they know that that's why you don't debate in a dark alley with a knife fight with somebody
Right.
on their turf with
Well,
all
and it
of their
doesn't
Yeah.
always end
sycophants.
up. It doesn't always end up with a change, though. A debate is just a debate. You
Well, a
see both
debate,
sides,
yeah.
and you decide for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I teach rhetoric for a long time, and basically there are rules to debate, and the debate is a zero-sum conversation. It's a
Correct.
winner and a
Right.
loser. There's a pro and a con, and if you do in the formal sort of format, at the end you take an audience poll. You take a Zav Girl
Right.
poll, and reality shouldn't be determined by democracy or poll anyway. Something's either right or wrong or true or false. But what I notice is that most of the time in debates, people who already had a bias going into it will tend to come out with the same bias, although sometimes people can change the impression of the audience, but that's different from what's called a
Very rarely.
dialectic. So I try to promote dialectic. Dialectic is you and I together, to Voice's point, you and I together in good faith try to figure something out together, and it's non-adversarial, it's non-competitive, and it's not zero sum. It's not winner and loser. It's two brains put together hoping that they can come up with an
Like
agreement and find a good
mediation.
answer.
So that's essentially once it was like the big breakthrough happened on August 8th, which was the 1-year anniversary of my mom's death. That girl happened to pop up here on panel, and something she said resonated so deeply within me that it caused such a big change in me. That change, it even changed in my therapy stuff. So, and I'm very big on DBT, and I've gone through CPNR, which is cognitive principles and restructuring. I mean, I had to relearn a whole different way to think. I am a borderline bipolar. I'm a rapid cycling bipolar at that. So the fact that I can calm myself, I mean, it's taken a lot. It's done a lot of research, a lot of therapy, a lot of learning how to change and put all of that back onto my shoulders, because my only job is to take that breath and practice the pause. So the best apology in my world is a changed behavior. I'm changing every day to the better, not
Well,
the worse.
exactly, and that was what, I thought B. Tim said it well, because I was listening at the time and I agreed with that sentiment. Let's give it 6 months. Again, I think that forgiveness and giving people the benefit of the doubt and giving a second chance and all that, that's a great value, something we should promote. But people also need to demonstrate consistency over time. So if somebody's got a history of bad behavior, and then they come and tell you that they've worked on it and they want to be better, well, that's a good thing. That's something we should commend and promote. But we also should be then reluctant to weigh in on if the change is consistent and sticking, and you judge somebody's behavior over time. If somebody suddenly, I'll give a real life example. I like to give people benefit of the doubt in real life, and if they're mean to me or they're dishonest to me or something like that, I try to warn them nicely the first time. Then the second time I'm a bit more firm, but I still try to make it non-adversarial. And then the third time, you're gone from my life. I ain't got no time for that shit. So
Right.
in that sense, if
Yep.
you are trying to get back in my good graces, and I'm just talking about personal experience,
Mhm.
and then I'm just saying, if you try to get back in my good graces, and then you're nice to me for a period of time, you're respectful, you're fair, you're honest, all that, and then a week and a half passes, and then you bite my head off and you behave like a lunatic, or you're hurtful or harmful to me, or worse, then it's like, okay, I mean, this is the problem here. You need to see consistent behavior over time that suggests that there's a change here. So to
Yeah.
Voices, to your point, I think you would agree with that, right? That you don't want somebody to just take your word for it, that you want to be held accountable, and that over time we can all then look back, in 6 months at a year, and say, this is somebody who's worked hard on herself, and cares about trying to work, do some self-improvement and be better, and not succumb to these prior trend issues, whatever you want to call them. And so I would think that you would agree with me on that, right?
It's like that saying, fool me once, shame on me, right? And fool me twice, shame on you.
Right. And one of the things about this space, I mean, for as ugly as this space is, I find so many people really loving and caring and forgiving, and I just try to temper that with a bit more, to avoid naivete. Don't also bend over backwards and just keep giving bad behavior a pass just because they come back and they might apologize and say, I'm sorry, I did it again, I'm not going to do it again. I mean, how many times do you let people do that to you in your real life? I mean, before you're just a battered spouse phenomenon. So I mean, we need to find some balance between the positive value of forgiveness and giving people a chance, as well as sometimes recognizing that some leopards can't change their spots, and then it's just about self-preservation and being careful with who you associate. Who wants to get mistreated and lied to and manipulated all the time?
Yeah.
So again, this is not in the context of you Voices, but just a general point about it's totally commendable to own up and to be able to be willing to try to make changes, but we also then need to be reasonable in terms of how long somebody can continue to show positive behavior. That's also what determines character, is not just being good today, but being good every day for a week, and then a month, and then 3 months, and then 6 months.
Right. I mean, nobody's perfect. You're gonna have a downfall every
Indeed.
once in a while. You're gonna have a
Indeed.
bad day. You're gonna have shit
Indeed.
days. You know what I mean? But just gotta
Yeah.
keep it moving. All right, I'm gonna finish playing this or pop it back
Okay.
on if you guys don't mind. Is it okay?
Yeah,
it
please.
gets crazy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, she's been giving all of us the creeps for fucking days.
Oh wow.
What is she doing? What is going on with her
complaining
mouth?
to other patrons, I'm not getting enough attention.
Are you sure she's real?
I talked to keep with others while I was driving.
She said, "Are you sure she's real?"
To my mother's.
Yeah.
Marissa doesn't answer my fucking text. That's just Marissa. That's not true though. But.
She's a diamond, so she's like sometimes Marissa.
She don't
only
like
reacts to
you,
my
Laura.
text.
Come on now.
I'm like, yeah, she does that to
Exactly.
everyone. It's like nothing personal. Well, a lot of times I'm driving.
No, she's not Cork. I hear her. And I looked at He Press Nation. A lot of their stuff is on Amazon.
Jesus Christ. All fucking day. You want to know something? When I'm streaming, I go like this. I get fucked up because I'm looking at my phone all day. Then, oh, Marissa, you left your phone in another room. I can't fucking win. I'm damned if I do. I'm damned if I don't.
All right, so where's the part that?
No, Adolf is not
It's coming.
Because I was gonna say it's.
I don't understand. Is Laura reacting to this video, or where's Laura in this?
Explanation. We have
Laura's
no
on
idea
with
what you're
her.
talking about.
Oh, okay.
I guess she's got her hidden behind the screen. I guess. Shit, I don't know. I don't know where the
on
hell
Kick.
she's at.
Yeah, she's hidden behind on the screen on Kick.
He's in there somewhere. Yeah.
All
right.
Somebody's got feedback. I can hear myself on.
Hey, look at your back chat.
Who's
Yeah.
got feedback?
I'm on mute. I just unmuted right now. I'll mute up again.
Oh, that's ignorant.
Patreon.
I'll unmute.
Mainly what she wants to be Patreon for is to be Patreon and talk to me, which I fulfilled. And then she said I wanted to be and we go on the trial and we find romance. I'm a great man. My point wasn't her specifically. It's people, women in general, who are in the dating pool in 2023. Dawn_sentiments. Dawn, she's almost. You're going to have such a tall order in 2023. Will you, Trump, be married to if she didn't come out?
Queen, what part are you looking for?
What's the fuck? I was gonna say, what's the timestamp? Because I don't.
Yeah, because I have no idea what's going on.
Nor do I.
She's talking about her.
Yeah, I was gonna say we were with the conversation then threw us off into it.
Well, we were looking for this.
That's when we stopped the video and the conversation goes off. We just then forgot everything. Anyways,
well, we were
Tim,
looking...
you still have your internet drop yet?
No, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
We were looking for the timestamp where she said that I'm getting sued by somebody because I'm a major channel taker downer.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear that part. I just heard her berating her.
Yeah, okay, well, there's a
Anyway,
video.
I didn't get to say hi to Deets.
Basically on there, her and Laura talking about voices and how she said she can't stand her. She said, should I give her a warning? Then she goes, no, I can't stand her, so I'm not going to give her a warning. Like she's like, she lives in a pretty strict state, and I just found out somebody's getting ready to sue her. Oh, really? Because I got some emails sent to me that you were trying to have your mods fill out order protections against Unirock and other creators to shut them up.
That's so stupid.
Yeah. So
I mean, honestly, if you ignore them, they will eventually shut up. I mean, you just give them air.
Yeah.
I think the clip you're looking for them like threatening to sue is on Deanna Snatchin, and it's like a 2-minute and 28-second clip.
Don't we wish we could all get a nickel for every time somebody threatened to sue on the internet?
Yes.
Here it is, Queen. It's like 2 minutes and 28 seconds, and it is.
It's in the middle of it.
Yeah,
Say
it
that
says
last name again.
Deanna Snatchin.
No, it's Diane Snatchin.
Diane Snatchin. And it says two haters unite. Yeah. Two Haters Unite. That's the title.
Yeah, she's brand new.
Let's see here.
Oh, she's brand new.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think she's like
she's got like
subs.
less than 500 subs, so she's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
and
there's
That's
a lot of
always a Molly.
yeah,
alliances of
there's a lot of
convenience.
people that are using Molly to start their channels, and you know what I'm saying,
Right.
get a start on it.
Oh yeah.
Which I mean, it's they got a late start because it's over with now. This is the caboose.
Right.
She's already out. But
Opportunism abounds.
I still think there's someone looking to
oh,
fill a
here's
spot.
can't steal. Oh, this starts out with they can't steal our videos, right? Okay, so she's talking about they can't steal we can't steal their videos because of the music. Okay, first of all, nobody cares about your dumbass music. Nobody cares about that. But what
Is
she's
that why
saying,
Molly's playing that music?
yeah, because she thinks people from YouTube won't play her stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, Kick doesn't mind.
Kick doesn't have copyright?
No, they let you play anything.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought Molly liked for people to play her stuff. She loves.
With Kick, so it can play like, Def Leppard and shit and rock out.
It's not Molly, it's Laura, I thought.
Okay.
She's the one. Well, anyhow, she was reviewing my video, right? So I went and reviewed her reviewing my video and it pissed her right off.
Ridiculous.
Like location under a bitch's skin.
way under the skin.
Rhythm, so they can't steal our videos. As long as there's light music playing, we can't get in trouble here, and they can't steal it there. So it's a win-win.
Oh,
Light music. Sorry, can somebody show me the law that light
You get a
music?
hater in your chat, screenshot it and send it to them. Yes. Okay. Well, fine.
Hey everyone, light music. So you can
Yeah,
you can put Star Wars on your TV, on your channel, and then you can monetize on the back of Star Wars as long as it's light. Okay.
Yep. Those hot tub girls play a lot
Okay,
of music.
so light jazz, the light hit from the 80s.
Right.
So
This is
anything
light
with Air
Michael Jackson.
Supply,
Here, I want to
Right,
drop her
Stevie
link.
Wonder.
So you guys,
Take My Breath Away.
let's see here. Okay, here's her link. The girl that the one that's playing this video, the Diane. I'm not sure the last name, but here's her link in the chat. Yeah.
By the
So
way, Laura is so stupid.
yeah.
Yeah.
Real
She really is.
before you
so
start, I just wanted to say bye. I'm gonna hop down. I got some stuff to do, but thanks for having me up.
Thank you.
Bye,
Have a
Dee.
nice day.
Bye guys. You guys.
Have a good Sunday.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Alrighty, here we go.
Now, one of the big problems with what's going on with the mass reporting and the big problems in this community is actually Angela Voices.
Oh, I know. Did you see the video?
I didn't.
Obfuscation time.
The video she's
let's take the
referring to
focus
is-
off of us and let's put it on someone else.
The video she's referring to is the one that Tiffany Taboo made with the shit from 6 months ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't see no videos, but legally, and she's in a very strict state. Apparently, someone got a lawyer, and they said that she is responsible for a lot of this.
A lot of mass reporting.
Shame on you. Shame on voices.
Well, you know what, you guys, this is such a relief. It's such a relief that you guys know now that I'm responsible for this and you're not mad at me. This is my deep, dark secret that I thought this is what I thought Whistledown was going to expose that night. That's why I had to end our friendship. Oh, no.
Can I ask maybe a controversial question since we have voices in here?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Voices, don't get nervous. What is the worst accusation that they are leveling at you? Because I heard the video. I heard you using some rather colorful language that, you know, was pretty strong. But what is the worst allegation that they're leveling at you?
The binder.
Well, what do you mean about the binder? That's what it is? Is that what they're really mad over, is the binder?
Well,
I
yeah,
think
I'm
it's
just asking
well.
in your
First of
own words,
all,
what do you think the worst accusation they're making against you is? Because I mean,
I
what I
think
heard
it's
was
Betty.
you were making, you know, you were using a lot of profanity, you were fighting with somebody. That's what I
Yeah, I don't
heard.
think that has
I don't
anything
know
to
the
do with it.
details. Yeah, what's the allegation? What's the worst allegation here?
What do you
It's
what do you
Betty,
mean
right?
allegation? What are you talking? What do you mean, baby? What do you mean?
Okay, I
Me?
think it's
Like, what's the worst?
Yeah,
oh,
what's the
maybe
worst
that
thing they're
I
accusing you of?
split to
Oh,
splat on that.
she said she told a pregnant lady she wanted her to rip from split to splat, and that she said that, you know what I'm saying, just stupid shit that she said over the years that she, you know what I mean, when she's
Yeah, I
out.
mean that was very foul and nasty and
it was.
and hateful. No doubt about that.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, but
down.
but
Yeah,
what Molly is talking about here, what Molly is talking about, I pretty strongly believe, is Betty suing Angela for sending out binders ahead of her wherever she goes.
But it's
'Cause
not
I've heard
against
it.
the law to it's not against the law to do that.
No, it's not.
Well,
I'm just saying that's
right.
what
No,
she's talking about.
that's what the point is. We're just trying to figure out what is the allegation. So the
Yeah.
allegation is you're keeping records of people's behavior and then trying to, you know, persuade
Warn.
other people
Only
through these records. I mean, is that the argument? I'm just trying to
Okay.
understand what their argument is.
Let me okay, so the only time that I send that is when they're going to cause issues in one of these cases because they're still active and ongoing, and these are untrained criminals that are using this to grift upon and make money, and I'm not okay with that. You don't get to take, and when a family is at their darkest hour and they are thrust into, their private people, right, and in the darkest hour they're thrust into the public limelight, and then somebody comes in and decides that they're going to take advantage of this situation, you bet I'm going to warn law enforcement about what it's going to cost them. Some of these towns that have 3,000 people, do you think they can afford to reallocate $200,000 because you got a bunch of people that are there to protest? And I'm sorry, she doesn't protest. She antagonizes.
But that's the bottom line with Betty.
Right.
She does. That's why Betty got her binders, is because of, you know, well, now I have binders in all of you, and I'm going to send them to the same law enforcement that you're sending mine to. That was
Actually,
a whole
I
reason
think-
for her
I think
binder.
Betty had the binders first, and Voices just kind of did like a jokey thing.
No, voices had the binder first.
Oh, okay.
I had the binder first because I immediately started collecting things, and I was like, you know what? I'll die on this one, because, you know, as in my offline life, I'm an independent missing persons advocate. I work with a very specific subset of missing people cases. So I've taken that education that I've learned, and somebody out there has to warn them, don't they? Because otherwise, we've seen what's happened.
Well, either way, Betty doesn't have a lawsuit to sue you for sending a binder when she's on video doing the same thing.
Well, and either what the content of that binder either is relevant to law enforcement or relevant for exposing, you know, bad actors, or it's defamation and it's false information. That's an objective set of claims about the content of what's in her binders. That should be the topic, in my opinion.
Well, I'm sorry.
Well, it's not defamation if it's the truth.
I have never given it.
Exactly.
I've never given it to Joe Public. I've only given it
If
to.
you're talking about
any
defamation, then the content needs to be a misrepresentation of the facts, and it needs to be shown that it was purposefully misrepresented. Otherwise, you shouldn't be talking about suing or defamation. Now, people might not like the fact that somebody's keeping records on them, but we live in a free society. If it's public information, even Betty has the right to accumulate information on people, whether or not we consider it ethical or not. And in many cases, I think it is unethical. But defamation is a very specific legal claim, and it's about misrepresenting somebody, and then you have to also show intent and damages. So if somebody's throwing around the term sue, then obviously somewhere we're trying to evaluate what Voices was saying, what was in the content of the binders. You can't just scream out binder. That doesn't mean anything. I mean, you could be collecting information on a serial murder that you think in your neighborhood, and
But
at
that's
some point in
snitching,
time,
guys.
you would then hand that over to the police, and they would investigate it, and either holds up under empirical scrutiny or it doesn't.
Well, that's snitching. Well, that's snitching. You can't snitch on criminals. That's a bad thing.
Right. So again, back to this moral relativism. There are times at which collecting information on people and then doing as a civic responsibly person, then handing that over to the legitimate authorities, whether it's CPS or law enforcement. And then there are other times where these are personal vendettas. There are people that are fabricating things, that are not collecting valid facts about somebody. They have they hate somebody and they're trying to discredit them. That's defamation.
That would be betting.
Okay. And I'm not doing that. And you also, people need to.
I just don't think you should announce when you do it.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it is questionable when you're
that.
doing it in public.
All
I
right.
think it does question your motivations. But again, and Voices, sorry to be treating you clinically, because like I said,
That's
you've been
no, I
nothing.
appreciate it.
You've been nothing but polite to me, and so I'm just, if we're going to have a conversation about this, it seems like we should be talking about what the real point is.
Yep. And to answer Nanya's question, at the beginning, when all of this started, I was tied into their fake nonprofit that never materialized.
Good, Nana, you're up here, baby.
Good night.
Hey everyone.
Hey.
How are you, love?
Good. How are you?
I have a bug in my coffee. 1 second.
Oh,
A rather big bug, and I'm glad I'm not on camera to show you because you'd be totally icked out. And
Oh,
I could get icked out right now, but I'm not.
Dump the coffee and get a new drink.
Exactly,
That's
because
right.
that's just living in the tropics. You have to live
goodness.
with these creatures. 1 second.
Hey, I just had some questions. So
Yes,
just
good
because
night.
I literally up until this moment thought that the binders were just a joke about Betty. I truly had no idea, right? So my question to you, Voices, was just like, can you help me understand? Like, I understand, even if I don't agree with it, I understand the point of why you're sending that to law enforcement, right? To try and help them know what's coming their way, right? So I get that part of it. I think for me, like, why does anybody know that you send these things out? That would be my question.
Because if somebody says, Voices, did you send the binder? I'm going to say, yeah. I've been asked a question, right?
Yeah, but you talked about it first. I mean, nobody's going to ask you if they don't
Okay, well,
already know.
At first, it was just a joke. At first, it was just.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, I think it was just a fucking joke at first, and then you sent that one off, and she got pissed and fucking flipped her shit, and then it went from there. Is how I kind of took it as an. I
was
mean,
exactly
I'm
how it started.
I've
It
always
started
talked
as-
shit to you and joked with you about it, and I think everybody else thought it was a joke because of the way because I do joke about it. I do laugh.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I did find it funny. I thought, you know what I mean?
But I don't disagree with sending the binder. I just don't think we should announce it.
Well, and what about the double standards here? They're
So
just trying to obfuscate from what Betty does and what Molly does. They're just trying to change the subject.
Well, my question was my next question was going to be, isn't this Tiffany video that you guys were talking about in the beginning? I know that's how the subject came up, right? Isn't the Tiffany video basically like a binder on Voices?
Yep.
So I feel like, isn't it wrong to be like mad, or, you know, I think it's okay to say, hey, look, yeah, that's what she was doing before. She doesn't do that now, or whatever the case may be. But like,
Well, I
you
think the
can't be
difference
mad at
is
the video
Voices.
existing.
Okay, here's the difference, though, Nanya.
Okay.
I am not going and using my subscribers' money to go off the platform to go to these cases and cause all kinds of shit. Now, am I?
Well, you may not be going in essentially, right? You may not be funded to go and harass families that are victims, right? But you have had a history. I'm not here to be like, Voices, you did all these things wrong. Like, no,
Well, yeah,
I
because
can understand.
she was with Molly and Betty and all them. She was on she was on Heels on the Ground bullshit. She was on their team. She was all
Yes.
she was with them.
I did the paperwork for the fucking nonprofit that never got to be made.
That was fake anyways, wasn't it?
Yes, ma'am. It never got filed and pushed through.
So I guess to me, it's like, obviously, if you're speaking on the existence of these binders, being asked, did you send out a binder, right? And those binders are going to law enforcement before any of these people arrive on scene, whatever, to do their heckling that they do. Of course, they're going to be coming for you because of the fact that you are essentially like coming for them. Again, the intention is different. I understand that.
Maybe they're retaliating. They're going to
But
retaliate.
yeah, like
that's why they keep talking about her. But that's where these two. Okay, so that's where this picture
By
right
the way,
here.
hi Nanya. I can never
Wait.
know who's on panel.
This picture right here was Betty talking directly to Voices, and she said when she grabbed this off her printer back here, she specifically said they want to send binders. Here's my binder on Angela Voices, and I'm going to be sending this off next. And then she said when she came back, she said, I got this binder full of everybody's stuff, their doxes, their mugshots, their pictures, their everything I have on them is being sent to the police station. So I started laughing about it, which is what she said she'll make a binder for all of us. That's what prompted this picture here, because it says I'm coming for you, Voices, and then it's got Glare, Jonesin, Burnt Toast, me, and the Hive.
I mean, to be clear, I don't even though I speak passionately sometimes, but like I have not watched the video. I've seen it floating around for days now, right? But I haven't watched the video because I've heard Voices say for herself that she has said fucked up things in the past. She made poor choices in the past. And even though she doesn't always get it right in this moment, present day, she still is trying to make those changes.
Indeed.
So for me, I'm willing to give that chance. I think where I just struggle at times is like, it's hard to kind of see a victimhood from her when they do mention her or attack her.
I am not a victim out here. Every time that I piped off, that's me standing up for myself. You have to understand, I don't clap back unless somebody's poked at me. A lot of those are my response after being poked at. So I'm wrong for how I respond? No, not at all.
Can I say something real quick after you're done, Voices?
Right.
I think there's a big difference because when Voices sends them to law enforcement or this and that, right? Whatever she does. Tiffany's video was put on YouTube. It wasn't, I mean? I think that's a little bit different, you know what I mean? Between the binder and the video are completely different.
And Tiffany tagged one of my greatest adversaries on this platform.
Well, I mean, again, it's YouTube, and that feels
Well,
like,
what if a mom like Brandy heard this? Well, Brandy's in our chats. Brandy's over here. She's heard Voices say some shit things. Brandy, I mean, what is she wanting her to do? Like, what was the intention behind that? I guess I don't really understand.
Well, that's a really good point. If she was making the video referring to how would somebody take it, and we can actually get that person on the record as to what their perspective is, that seems relevant.
Yeah.
Okay, but hold up. Why should that be put upon somebody who's going through an active, open investigation? They already have enough on their fucking plate. Why would we ask a victim to come up and sit there and listen to that? We all know it's bad. Why don't put that on somebody that's grieving, going through their own stuff?
Well, yeah,
Well, it was directed at you. It was to try to expose you.
But I guess apparently she didn't. She only tagged Granny, which you and Granny don't get along anyway. So it makes it almost look like Granny had a part of it. But I don't know if she did or if she didn't. But that's what it's now looking like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I think to me, again, I guess for me, I'm trying like, and I was trying to type in the chat, but you know, if my
It's
comments
easier
don't
to
get
type
mad enough,
what you're
read
saying.
enough, I'll come up and just ask myself.
Yes.
But can you help me understand, Queen, why did the video even get brought up? Like, was it just to say
I don't
like,
know.
yes,
It
we've
just was
seen the
made.
video?
This stuff happened 6 months ago with the whole Laura and Voices and Tiffany and Voices had, you know, gotten into it this 6 months ago on Sweet Tea's panel. Had absolutely nothing to do with anything at all with the present day, other than Tiffany made this video from incidences and things that happened 6 months ago, which popped off. Her and Voices got into it 6 months ago on Sweet Tea's panel. And then next thing you know, 6 months ahead, 6 months, you know, fast forward 6 months till now, she makes this video and drops it. And Laura shares it on her community tab because she hates Voices, and Granny's tagged in it. And now, you know, Granny left here and went straight over there.
So here's my question though. Why?
It certainly gave ammo to Laura and MGL. That's for
Just a
sure.
bunch of shit starting. That's all it is.
Okay, so the acknowledgement is just basically what you were trying to do originally by bringing it up is, yes, we've seen it, and it's from 6 months ago. It's bullshit. Moving right along. Right?
We've all thought, yeah.
And originally,
Essentially,
she
whether or
did
not it's
tag-
relevant to her behavior today, and whether or not we are all supposed to send, Voices to the cornfield or not. I think
Y'all,
that's the effort, right?
originally she did tag Brandy. The tag has been removed. If you give me 1 second, I will show you proof positive that she had originally tagged Brandy, Michael's mama. Hang on a second.
No, that's fine. I mean, I believe it. I don't need to see the tag to know it. Like, I believe it. I guess, I mean, I do understand that, like, you know, Voices has a history with some of these people, right? And it is inevitable for that history to, at times, you know, kind of
Come back to bite you in the ass.
overflow into your chat, Queen, right? It's gonna happen. I think for me, the entertainment of it is where like I'm struggling to understand or connect with. So that's why I wanted to ask, because I'm trying to understand, like, if it's beef with Voices.
The motivation is to expose Voices, so that, you know, whatever this community then has to address the topic, and
Right.
ultimately also it serves as ammunition for Betty and Laura and Molly to change the topic away from them. So it's a godsend for them, because then it calls into question Queen Bee's credibility. You know, there's a team of people that are trying to take down Queen. So in that sense, then whether Tiffany Taboo's motivation was to also take a pop shot at Queen's credibility, is, you know, for her to explain.
Like she did on your panel, and I had to correct her on, you know, the charges that she was trying to, you know what I mean? You remember the other night when she was up there?
Yeah, no, and that's why, you know, I came in today to talk about, you know, there's a whole host of topics here in terms of association, guilt by association, and who we are seen in public with, and what our responsibility to vet people is, and do we have, and then people who are also trying to influence us to take their position. And, you know, I mean, I try to be very careful when I feel the pressure of somebody trying to influence me to like or not like somebody. You know,
If I felt my arrest from 15 years ago was relevant to what I'm doing right here, right now, then I would address it.
Facts.
Yeah. And
It doesn't.
We've talked
It
about
doesn't
that.
have
Yeah.
no bearing on me calling tragedy pimps out for the bullshit they're pulling.
Indeed.
Yeah.
But there's another point too, which is that somebody just referred to the reality of social media and the internet. If you have anything in your past, just know for a fact that it will be dug up and it will be exposed. And in that sense, then I almost feel like, yeah, anybody that's going to, you know, try to create a social media presence might want to come out and just say, you know,
well, that's why
I don't know. I don't know what our burden is for having to expose our entire past, but that somebody will expose it if they want to go after you.
Well, yeah, Betty. I mean, it was Betty thought she was exposing it, but little did she know Jimmy already had. Jimmy thought he was exposing it, but it had already been exposed before.
Right,
that.
a lot of this stuff is just
you know what I'm saying, like
recycled.
this.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So I mean,
you just type people's names on Google, and you're going to get hit pieces against people.
Yeah, but they add shit to it. Every time that one of these fucking tards try to do something, you know what I mean? And they think they're doing something, like Jimmy's, bald-headed Betty, his girlfriend, the wig-wearing Betty, she always she added but that my dog was like pistol whipped and that I sold to an undercover agent. And when Betty started it, it was then it went to Betty too. I sell shit to kids and all kinds of crazy shit. Her and Dolly tried to sell I say I sold dope to children, which was a fucking blatant lie, bold-faced lie, and the bitch could be sued for that kind of shit because that is a bold-faced fucking lie. She knows it. Dolly knows it. I said, Red Dot Dolly, don't you fucking start with me, because you know what? That'd be what?
You got a super chat.
That's that. Thank you, honey. I said that'd be the same as me saying you allegedly have the SA charges on, you know what I'm saying, against you and not your brother. You know what I mean? Like, just because, and I know damn well that you don't, you know what I mean? But
also it shows the dishonesty because of how the facts are misrepresented too.
We were like, where's the proof? Show the proof. Show the fucking proof. Show the fucking proof. Oh, she sold cigarettes or alcohol to a minor at the gas station. That does not equate to selling dope to kids.
Yeah, I think that's my point though, right? So if they're using, if they get tagged in this video because obviously somebody's trying to give them ammo to go against essentially your channel, Queen, right? It's about voices. It's not about you, but because she's on your panel, they'll use her to go against you.
Yeah,
right?
they have been.
To me, it changes. Yeah, so it changes. It makes the content then all about voices instead of about their behaviors. So I feel like the more you kind of bring it up and address it, it changes the context, right? So where you may have been, let's just say, talking about, Betty streaming the live or whatever, right? It changes the content. So now you're not talking about Betty, we're talking about voices. You know what I mean? Like
they're happy to see everybody scrambling, which is why the other big topic
all in
is
all,
when do you give something oxygen and defend yourself and talk about it, and when you just ignore it so you don't give it oxygen. And that's a very complicated topic too. I mean, it's pretty normal of a human response when somebody's accusing you of heinous things to want to defend yourself, certainly in the presence of misinformation.
Well, and that was the whole purpose
these
of making
people know that just getting attention and drama is also good for them. So
Well, no, that's like when they kept saying B10 was a predator. They wanted to say that because they knew it was a fucking bullshit lie, but they wanted him to turn around and dox himself to prove he wasn't.
I think this is going after Queen's platform and power in this space.
100%. I agree.
Okay, so Kitten, hold on. Kitten Claw says, binder versus video. I think the most important thing here is intent. One wants to warn Ellie and one wants to give others adversaries and ammunition.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to jump down real quick.
All right,
Take
baby.
care,
I have a
Niels.
good. Talk to you later. Bye.
You have a good day.
It was addressed, independent thinker. Granny came here to confront me. She came and she admitted that she was mad and she wanted me put in the timeout corner.
Well, we were waiting on proof as well, and we never got any proof from that either. We waited, and we tried to look for it. It was.
Well, I know that I know that all I can speak for is myself, and I know that I sent a clip.
I think we played yours, didn't we?
I don't remember. It's weeks ago. Like, and that's the thing that I think
you want to come up here, baby? Hold on, independent thinker, you want to come up here, baby? Because it's hard to know what you're talking about in the.
I can jump down.
No, it's just it's hard to see what she's talking about in the chat. You know what I mean? I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to misunderstand what she's saying. I sent you all the proof. What? Right now?
I think she's in the past.
Yeah, I think she was saying earlier in the chat that she had sent a couple of you guys.
Had done. Yeah, she had sent some clips of the shit that she had said and done. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of clips and shit that are already out there. There's those plus more actually.
And I get that you don't like me, independent thinker. That is fine. I don't expect everybody in this world to like me. I have learned in my almost 47 years on this planet that more don't like me than do like me. And again, that's okay.
All in all, the video got made from bullshit that started 6 months ago. Had nothing to do with this. She's trying to capitalize off of what's going on right now from something that happened 6 months ago. I'm going to continue to play this video. And that's why I say it's some fucking bullshit.
Thank you.
I agree with that.
I'm not friends with her anymore, and I don't even know if I should give the woman a heads up because I can't stand her.
Tiffany Taboo made a video yesterday of all the horrible, nasty things that she said. So I posted it on my community page. I see a lot of your subs, my subs, dual subs had gone over.
She said your subs, my subs, dual subs, all the subs that Laura's stealing from you right now.
And if I can add something in here, the funniest part, I think she's about to say it, is that Laura, because of course, like all of these people, they don't actually listen or care about what was said. They just, they think they had a bullet that they could use to promote their narrative. So she then admits that Tiffany Taboo also talked shit about Laura in that video, but Laura hadn't listened to it. So it was only after the fact. So Laura again exposed herself as just being an idiot hack who doesn't even realize, because, again, even one thing I will say about Tiffany is that Tiffany does believe that she's also doing what we think we are doing, which is calling out bad actors, on YouTube. So, again, back to the problem of we're going to disagree on a lot of things. So sometimes people get it right on certain bad actors, and then we can disagree on whether or not they're getting it right about other bad actors. So in this case, Laura used it because it was to help further their agenda, but Laura didn't even realize that Tiffany thinks Laura's full of it too.
Right, and that's where it started from. That's why, and I feel like she took it out on me because she didn't like Laura. That's where the disagreement and the bullshit started and stemmed from with us.
I think that's why I said I do think if I had to guess on intent, it's also to chip into your armor. But
I'm guessing
personal opinion.
Well, and that's what I said. I'm like, what? I don't know. First of all, there's no reason to be bringing it up 6 months later because I'd given her ample opportunities to come talk to me privately. I'm not going to have a fucking video war with you or go back and forth with videos. I'm not doing that. So she made a video. I didn't even get a chance to watch it. Still haven't watched it. She made another video about the bullshit with Betty, and I got clips and stuff, and Cappy sent me what I needed to go check out. I'm like, good job. That's cool. Good. Do your thing, whatever with that. You know what I'm saying? Let it go. Moved on. Didn't say a word. Next thing you know, bam, here comes this one out of nowhere. And I'm like, this is the fucking shit that happened on Sweet Tea's panel 6 months ago. That had nothing to do with me from the beginning. Here it is back in my fucking lap again.
Over to Tiffany. Now, she didn't put me in a good light in the video at all. Like, there's some parts about me. I don't even know why Tiffany threw me in there at all. However, Voices went live last night just to come at me. Bitch, I didn't make the video. So now it's a big thing that me and Tiffany hooked up and I made her make the video. Like, bitch, you're fucking crazy. Tiffany doesn't even like me. And yeah, so now all these people are after.
Queen, that wasn't at all. You were in the chat that night. I never said anything of such.
Nobody ever said Laura and Tiffany were together or ganging. Nobody ever said that.
I thought they don't like each other.
That's right. So why would anybody say that Laura and Tiffany are hooking up and working together or whatever? That don't even make no fucking sense. Laura, stop making up lies.
That's the reason. Queen, that's the reason Tiff got mad at you, because you were having Laura on the friggin' thing.
Right. So she's sitting here lying anyways. Like, come on.
For me, thinking that I did the video. I'm like, I'm not the one that did the fucking video. All I did was post it on my community
page. Already know.
I posted it before I even heard the whole video.
Before I even heard the video, you dum-dum, which means that she likely would not have shared that video had she realized that it also painted her in a bad light. She just saw something against her common enemy, and shared it.
Yeah. Just took off. Like,
Dumb.
then wanted to say, well, everybody's saying we're working together. No, nobody said you guys were working together. Nobody said that. All I said was a shit start and move to bring up shit that happened 6 months ago. Period.
Right.
That's it. That's all.
Think about the stupidity and the laziness of, you see somebody who's got the title of some, one of your enemies on the video, and you don't even watch it, and you share it like, yes, I have ammo against my enemy. And then you don't even realize, and then, after the fact, you're like, wait a minute, I wouldn't have shared that. That makes me look like shit to you, dumb.
They're playing enemy of my enemy is my friend right now.
Well, in the end, I have said foul words. My actions have never gotten somebody fired. My actions have never made a dying woman have to go back to the hospital. My actions have never gotten a law passed against me. None of those things have my actions done. My mouth, absolutely fucking foul. I know. It's awful. My grandmother bitches at me hourly about my mouth. But none.
But I will say you've done really good being over here. I'm
human.
I don't want to deal with any of that shit, and I don't want it over here. So you do you do pretty good over here. You know what I mean? And I appreciate you not bringing a bunch of shit back over here. When you do,
I'm so sorry.
I
always feel even worse every time this gets brought up, because all they're trying to do is cause more heartache and consternation on your panel.
It is what it is. Like I said, it's from 6 months ago. It's just, I don't understand why shit is being brought up from 6 months ago, other than to, you know what I'm saying, try to get clout off the situation. Really, that's all that's all I see it as.
Well, and then just at the end of the day, everybody makes their own calls. So, Voice, it can't be nice to have to be up here and have your behavior dissected with a magnifying glass.
Well, none of us are perfect. I've said shit things.
I feel for you on that. Obviously, you do have to deal with what's on the record that you've said in the past, and that can't be fun. But everybody's so I'm sorry that obviously I don't want anybody to cry and all that kind of stuff. It can't be fun. I wouldn't want to be in your chair right this second.
Well, and not only that though, like I said, this is just, it's old shit, and there's no reason to be going back to old shit. But anyhow, I want to ask you guys something else too, though. I was trying to read your back chat shit that you were putting back there. But anyhow, there's hold on 1 second. I gotta tell you guys this real quick.
Oh, that girl's in the back.
Oh, give me 1 second, baby. I'll be right there.
Just put a little spy eyes.
I'll go out of my comfort zone. Hug to you, Voices, that it can't be fun.
Thank you, Skep. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I just find it hilarious. I've just been listening.
Voices
I find it kind of hilarious that basically they ignore these people are the same people that ignore almost every single action Molly has done, and then suddenly bring up bad language.
That's why, yeah. This is
like,
distraction.
okay.
This
It's
is
so fucking
obfuscation.
stupid. It's so fucking stupid.
And it's transparent.
Okay. So the tragedy pimps at it again. Okay, so listen to this. So there's a girl, Sarah Dreyer, right? Sarah Dreyer is her name. Sarah Dreyer. Dreyer. She went missing, and Jonathan Lee Riches showed up at their house.
Oh my God.
Yes. Showed up at their house. They made a post and said, so there have been a few YouTubers coming by the house and trying to speak to the family. While we appreciate the platform and believe it is being used to help spread the word to help bring Sarah home. Let me get, hold on. I got to click back over and get that girl up here. Sorry, love. I was on the other screen. I'm sorry, baby.
No, you're good. You already changed the topic, so I'm irrelevant now. Keep talking.
Okay, baby, I'm sorry. Anyhow, so I'm pissed. Like, I'm pissed. This has got me really fucking mad right now. I'm sorry. I don't mean to have to change it up and switch up on you, but I got to talk.
No, it
Where's
needed
the
to change.
location?
But it says,
Where's the
go ahead, baby.
location of this?
What, honey? What'd you say?
Where is this at?
Florida.
Where's this at?
Florida. Can you hear me? Am I cutting out?
You're good.
Okay, I was gonna say, I didn't know if I was cutting out or not. Okay, so I'll have to find it's like where the exact spot is at, but it's in Florida. Here, okay, hold on. They're saying Hillsborough County. They're saying here in Florida. So yeah, and yeah, it's okay. So and it's pretty. They're shitty as hell. This is super shitty, and Betty's a shitbag. So we already know that, but
yeah.
Wait till y'all hear what she says. Okay, so this is on Facebook, so anybody can go in and at you guys, you know what I'm saying? There's a group it's under Sarah Dreyer, and so let's see here. Let me finish this here. Says, while we appreciate the platform and believe it is being used to help spread the word and help bring Sarah home, please respect the family's privacy. Don't film them or request to speak to them. The situation is unimaginable, and they all deserve to feel safe on their property. Additionally, if anyone who is out there and is approached by a YouTuber, please remember the information you may have should only be shared with the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Department. Thank you all so much. Let's work together to bring Sarah home. Okay, so JLR has went out there and walked up to the house and wanted to get an interview with them. And was actually out there attempting to try and look for, I guess, in search. Well, Doug Live Northport. You guys know Doug from Northport?
Yeah.
So he commented on it and said, wow. YouTubers are just for profit. Don't share any information, ? Do you want to keep this hidden from the public, ? No, media is helping you except for YouTubers. The major media isn't helping you either. Did you know that YouTubers helped find Gabby Petito's body in Moab, Utah? Did you know I solved the missing wife, Tracy Ricker, in Venice, Florida, and when he drove his wife into the lake behind their house? 2 of us spent 6 hours last night driving over an hour to help figure this out. The donations don't even cover gas, let alone the wear and tear on the vehicle and the time out of our lives. We would try to help search like we always have, with or without YouTube. It says JLR that was there has walked through the woods in the heat and with prickers all over him. You say that about him? Wow, no respect. He is trying to help and get the word out that local media is ignoring. You should be asking for more media attention, not keeping this hidden. This is about Sarah. Without the social media, YouTubers, Gabby Petito would have never, ever been found. Can you believe this shit? Can y'all believe this?
Insane. I can't stand that YouTube helped in the Petito case in the sense that, yes, it's true. These people had a channel, but it's not a testament to, true crime channels. It's a testament to the fact that citizen tips have always had an impact on solving crimes.
Yeah, but this family's just asking for some privacy at their house, at their home. Yeah. Like, give them some privacy at our home. Right. You're coming to our house. Like, we should feel safe on our property. So somebody had mentioned, so they wrote that post, and Doug from Northport wrote that. So here's another comment that says, just because JLR is out here searching doesn't mean he can exploit the family. If you followed him at all, you'd know of all of his antics. He's out accused innocent people for murder because he has a feeling. Bullhorn Betty is just as bad. She doxes people. There are 2 people that are not to be trusted. 2 of their YouTube friends have been in trouble. One of them lost her channel. The other one lost his monetization. Please be aware of them. And then another lady that we all know, she actually commented in here as well. She said, these YouTubers are vile. They are called tragedy pimps on YouTube. They are vile human beings begging for money. Do not talk to them. Please keep your safety is at risk. Please stay away. There's others said, here's another one says, well said. You don't want felons like JLR making heinous videos about your missing loved ones. He is callous. Vulture. Yeah. So then another one said, well said. You don't want. Okay. So he has no concept of sensitives or emotions. He simply is a victim chaser for profit so he can make daily videos. It's his current scam, having moved on from suing people to the next easy game. Google his past. Please respect this family's privacy. The only way they are going to stop this nonsense is to demonetize crime videos on YouTube so these grifters can take their scams elsewhere. Next week, it will be another missing loved one who will be exploited with awful conspiracies concocted by the true crime video creators. Bless you and prayers. I hope this woman is found.
Yeah.
Okay, so
an
you guys
innocent
ready
person
for this?
murdered tomorrow.
Bullhorn Betty.
And a dozen people within the next week.
Keep reading, Queen. I want to hear it.
Yeah, keep going, Queen.
Oh, you guys, thank you so much for the super chats. I just seen one says Georgia Peach, chugga chugga choo choo. Hey girl. Thank you, love. Thank you, love. I'm gonna read this and then we'll play the
You have 2 more, by the way. I started a little dono choo choo train. So there's 3 in the back for you.
Oh, thank you, love. I appreciate that. Thank you guys. Little sweethearts, you. Okay, you guys ready for this? This is Bullhorn Betty's comment. You ready for this? Do you want me to put it on the screen? I can put these on the screen. I just figured I'd take them off, but I can put them on the screen. But I'm so pissed off about it, you guys. I can't.
I'm sitting down.
I don't know if
eaten, so I can't
maybe
throw
I'm
up
being
anything.
petty. So you guys can be the judge of this. Maybe I'm being petty, and if I am, call me out on it. Okay? Maybe I am.
All right.
Maybe it's just because I don't like her. You know what I mean?
What happens if I want to? What happens if I want to join you on the petty bench?
Well, you just let me know. All right, ready for this? And this is on the family group. This is on her family page. You ready for this? Oh, I'd like to first say that I'm sorry for what your family is going through. It also sounds like someone has provided you horrible information about the YouTuber out helping, and most of these people, we call them trolls and cockroaches. This is on the family page.
God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay.
They've been infiltrated.
Are you ready for this? We will make sure your case won't be covered on YouTube or any other social media, and we will make sure every social media personality knows to stay away from this case. Clearly, mainstream media isn't helping because I can barely find an article. My friend, a YouTuber, was out in the woods searching for your loved one for 2 days in the heat.
Oh my God.
I was out
Virtue signaling.
J. Rowland, and he was found. I'm a world famous YouTuber.
Betty called herself a world famous YouTuber.
I'm sorry.
Did you say Betty actually called herself a world known YouTuber? World famous.
Yes, she called herself a world famous YouTuber.
You know, that reminds me of, you know how like if you're driving on a long distance trip and you go through some like deserted little village and there's like a sign that says home of the world famous burger.
Right.
That's
I'm
Betty.
world famous, bitches.
That's what boss bitches do. They claim they're world famous.
So yeah,
I'm jumping on the petty train with you, Queen. Sorry.
Me too.
So yeah, so hold on. Ready? I'm gonna finish. Hold on, I'm gonna finish reading this. I forgot where it was here. Hold on. She said, I was out searching for JJ Rowland and he was found. I'm a world famous YouTuber like the one helping search for your family. I'm sure your message hurt his feelings and his heartfelt efforts to help. I was going to join the efforts as well, but will refrain from doing so. I do hope you see how this statement isn't helpful and will only hinder any help that you may need in the future. I wish you the best, but my voice will tell all social media to stay clear away from discussing or participating in this matter. Hold on, ready for this?
Oh God.
Oh, Betty. I can't wait. Finish it.
I will tell all social media to stay clear from discussing or participating in this matter from moving forward. Insulting people trying to help is sad, and I'll pray for you and your family. God bless. I hope your family member is found. That YouTuber you insulted has helped locate 2 missing people in the last year and a half. FYI.
Wow.
And he's also stolen countless people's identities.
I just dry heaved.
I'm going to upload these for y'all so you can see them.
To my knowledge, they haven't solved or helped any case, correct?
No. Can we have a collective dry heave? Everyone stick your fingers down your throat if you have nothing in your belly.
World famous.
So yeah, she basically told them she was a famous YouTuber and that they were not going to get any coverage because of her. She was going to make sure that the family didn't get any coverage.
Well, guess what case I think we'll all be covering?
Yep. Because we would definitely like to help them.
Hey, Queen, this is where that restream thing would come in handy. We could all stream and flood the platform with the same thing.
Is it wrong that in my mind's eye right now, I have an image of Betty Bullhorn up on a table, drunk in a bar, swinging around a penis?
Oh, shit.
Holy moly.
Batter up.
I can imagine when she gets drunk, she's on top of the bar, just hooting and hollering.
I can't believe she was saying all that to the family. Like, what, really? Are you serious? You're that butthurt that they asked for privacy at their own home, that you're going to tell them in all social media to stay away from them and stay away from their case and don't ever go to their... Are you kidding me?
The entitlement. It's always been like that with her.
Narcissism is a hell of a drug.
That's disgusting to me. Like, for real. You really going to be like...
I need to hit my bullet for that one.
Speechless.
Literally.
That right there could be construed as threats towards the family. And if that family should so desire to push something, they totally have the ground to stand on in the state of Florida.
Well, my girlfriend is a psychiatrist who works in a psychiatric clinic. I mean, we always laugh about the fact that she has the power to strap someone down with leather straps, and we talked about how wouldn't it be fun if you had that power in the real world? Although we talk about, obviously we're humanists, we wouldn't want that power because it would go to our head. But imagine if you had the power to just decide to be able to give somebody a sedative and strap them down. Because
oh my God,
of anybody that you'd like that to do that to, I mean, wouldn't it be Betty?
That law that was passed in Florida on her, she went and turned that around and be like, yeah, that because of that, it's helping other families. It's like, wow.
Betty would enjoy that.
That's the lady.
Yeah, that's Sarah Dreyer is her name. She went missing. Here, I'll read her details off. She's a very pretty girl too. I mean, this is WFLA Channel 8 actually did cover this Friday. So it's I think it's last Friday. So they it was April 11th, I believe. It says developing search for missing Riverview woman. Hillsborough deputies are searching for Sarah Dreyer, 38, last seen at 8:30 a.m. Monday at her home in the block. Okay, so hold on. Donnie Moore Drive in Riverview. Please call this number for more information, or if you have any information. So she just went missing. You know what I mean? Like, this is 5 days. Betty's already telling them, we are not going to help you. We're going to make sure no social media helps you.
Sick.
Yeah, I'm looking at the.
Well, because she doesn't believe in presumption of innocence again, so she's already chosen her preferred victim, and
because they wouldn't let JLR go harass the family.
Yeah. So now they'll be dragged through the mud.
Yeah, I'm looking at the live JLR. It's just basically I'm walking through a path.
That's what they do in all these cases. They just decide who they think is guilty in advance because that's their narrative that they'll run with now.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, he just walks through a path. He doesn't walk through the woods. He's just literally walking through a path and discussing on the phone while not looking at the road or like anywhere. Just walking the path.
He's ambitious.
Here's his videos. These are his videos right here of him walking through the. Right here's one. And it says 4 days ago, he's just kind of like he's got his press shirt and his pants. Oh my God.
JLR.
He ain't looking for nobody. He's just on a live stream. You know what I mean? He ain't actually looking.
No. And so you can see there's really not much on it. There's not really much on her at all, really. When Evil entered, they did something. So that's pretty cool. When Evil entered, they made one. Doug from Northport said live woman missing. So he's obviously out looking too as well.
Queen.
Yeah.
Can we try to push a narrative that JLR is actually out there saying that he's better than Betty and that he's actually the most world famous YouTuber?
You're gonna have them into a huge fight. Those are fighting words right there. those fighting words. And actually, this is who found JJ.
Yeah, I think he was a veteran, right?
Yes.
I can't believe he survived the whole 24 hours.
I mean, Betty just seems to be like, doesn't quite understand her, like, she just says things that she doesn't quite understand how they sound at all. Like when she writes that on a personal victims forum, she basically doesn't realize this person's word sick, and then she's adding more stress to that person. And then
It's
she
just
proceeds,
self-promotion, right,
yeah,
Tim? And that's
yeah.
all it is self-promotion.
Yeah, pretty much.
Betty's here to solve the crime, you know? And she's the moral paragon.
I honestly feel like Beth from the bounty hunter, the dog bounty hunter. I feel like that's like who she's tried to imitate, and like what they used to do. Like,
She even looks like she looks like him too.
Really,
they have the same hairdo.
I know Beth passed away, right? I believe she got sick.
Do you think on a desert island they'd eat each other?
God, we could hope. Can we hurry up and get him out there?
No, they would all just dig each other's graves.
Lord of the Flies, BHB and JLR. Survival.
I will go on a 24-hour fundraising campaign to purchase them one-way airfare to said island.
And that's pay-per-view. They could get the proceeds from it, like a Survivor episode. Who will come out alive? BHB or JLR, the two most famous YouTubers.
I think someone should do a Tragedy Pimp Island.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh, Joneson's hot.
That's it. I was gonna say, that's it. We're doing it. We're about to make us a Tragedy Pimp Island.
Let's go.
But you know what?
Survivor episode.
Yeah, as I said, I don't know how many would be on there. I was looking for this WFLA news report or whatever that they did on her. So I don't know. I don't know where it's at.
Glory. I mean, Dog may have done some decent work, but he's also a renowned, self-promoter, attention hoe. So,
well, I was looking for that here. I'll put this
I'm
up.
not saying they're the same, but they're certainly interested both in self-promotion.
This is Doug from Northport. That's his comment. So if anybody wanted to see it, I don't know if you guys if you can find it on YouTube or not, but that's his comment up there. And then here's Bullhorn Betty's all in one.
Jesus, that's a huge freaking book she wrote.
Yeah. And I think this is the rest of it up close. This is the other half. Yeah, this is the bottom half of it. Then I got the other top half cropped off too. You know what I mean? So it's in two parts. But anybody can go in that Facebook group and get it too. I think this is the original post that she made. It's Sarah Dreyer. You see the name right there at the top.
Jonesy, we're going to need you to get the desert ready to go.
Oh yeah, that's right. The little simulation thing she does.
So, I mean, like, it's interesting that Betty's concept of searching for loved ones or missing people is they have to interview the family and have to, like, basically film the family.
And Chris McDonough used that approach, so I do think he's a bit of a role model, because that's what he would do, is he would decide who was guilty regardless of the evidence, and then he would demand that they give him an exclusive interview. So that is a tactic, to interject yourself into the case, to try to make your name be in everybody's mouth, and then hope to get then the exclusive interviews with the relevant people, so that then again the attention is all around you. BK, I think, did the same thing. That's it's a well-known tactic for getting your name in everyone's mouth, is just interjecting yourself and then trying to make it all about you, and that anybody that wants to be relevant on the topic needs to come talk with you.
Didn't Betty
That's
only
like Thea
search for like
with Julia.
17 minutes?
That was the one down in for JJ. Yeah, 17
Yeah,
minutes
for
with the
JJ,
stickers.
17 minutes was what she searched for that little boy.
Yeah, 17 minutes of picking stickers off herself.
She spent more time on the panel with Dolly discussing how the mother was guilty than she did searching for the kid.
There you go.
I hope she got itchy nettles in her booty.
Doubtful. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the.
No, but she got prickers in her ankles.
Yeah, Cher did the same thing. A lot of these people, they know that interjecting themselves into the middle is a good way to get views and attention.
It's lazy. It's completely lazy. It's like you don't want to actually search. You don't want to actually spread awareness. You just want to interview. You want the juicy, like the juice.
Juicy?
Like juicy.
Did you say juicy?
Juicy, like Chris McDonough. Juicy. They want the juicy details. They want the interview with the parents. They want to put that on their channel. I mean, you look at it, Chronicles of Olivia. That's what that's her new content, when she just interviews parents.
I mean, that's what Chris McDonough did to Nomadic Trek. He accused him of being Brian Laundrie, and then he said, if you want to exonerate yourself, come prove it on my platform, and dox yourself. And if you can prove on my platform that you're not who I've accused you of being, then I will publicly apologize and exonerate you. I mean, listen to the ego.
And it's like, the point is that these people lose perspective of you're not a judge, you're not a police
You're
officer.
judge, jury, and executioner by definition.
You're just simply your job, if there is a job that you have, is to spread awareness of a case and maybe educate people who may not know about the case
On the facts.
on the facts of the case. And that's what they're basically not realizing. And it's like, you don't need to talk to the parents or anything. You have the information available from the cops. And what JLR does is he just walks up and down the path. That's what you're going to see in this video. He walks down the path. He doesn't go into the woods. He doesn't search the woods. He doesn't bring like a search team, like try to search an area that hasn't been explored. He doesn't do anything like that. He just basically uses a green screen. That's what he's basically doing.
Well, one of the things all these people, the heels on the ground, they do believe that their physical presence in a location is a proxy for credibility, and then they use the argument that if you are not there on the ground, you're a fraud. So they understand that just going to location affords credibility, and that's not what affords credibility. Credibility affords credibility. If you go on the ground, you're just a tabloid hack trying to get attention to your channel, then that's not credibility. But a lot of people think that if you're there, you're actually doing the hard work.
Yeah.
You're boots on the ground. I mean, that's where the argument of boots on the ground comes from.
Did you guys chat stop on StreamYard?
Yes.
Okay. Make sure it wasn't just mine.
Tim, go back to the juicy stuff.
The big juicy stuff.
I opened a bottle of wine because there was a cockroach in my coffee, so I'm done with coffee for the day.
Well, in New York, that's just something extra, I guess. Extra protein in New York.
Extra protein, yeah.
Avery says, I just realized the burnt person they found is only 16. She sent the $5 super chat. Queen, I just realized the burnt person they found is only 16 miles from Sarah is missing.
That's
But yeah, I mean, that's another thing. He just basically went to a scene and he just showed where the body was burned.
Do we know how he got info? I mean, why was he in the area? Did you just
Wait. You said that the person that was burned was only 16?
No. 16
away
miles.
from the
Oh.
Miles.
Do we know why he happened to be in the area? Is this just luck, or how he got the info?
I think he just basically looks for any, like he must have some sort of.
Does he like listening to a cop?
He's like a damn ambulance chaser.
Yeah,
he's an ambulance chaser.
That's
Indeed,
exactly what he reminds me of.
he is. It reminds me of Doug and AV Watchmen back in the days. That's what they did. Trying to get on the nightly news. So they did like the Antelope Valley ambulance chasing bullshit. And he also got arrested in the West Boys case. These people again have records as long as my arm.
Isn't that frowned upon or illegal now to ambulance chase, or am I just
They both claimed on camera that they had been kidnapped and held hostage by the police. Their civil liberties were removed because they got arrested. Just again, more people in this space that play by these same rules.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like I just think they just basically just it's just lazy content. That's it.
Tim, why don't you go on the street? Why should anybody listen to you? You just sit here and make arguments and shit. Why am I not seeing you on boots on the ground?
Well, there's a point. Like, are you gonna like? The problem is like, for instance, when I'll give you an example of like how it's actually worse for you. Betty's in front of the courthouse. Everyone knows that Lolotti's case is being like rescheduled or whatnot, and she's the last person to know because she's too busy standing in front of there, and everyone online is kind of laughing at her because she's like the last person to know that case has been rescheduled, and then she barely reads the doc. She doesn't read the document. She's going to read into the chat. And it's like, being there does not necessarily mean that you actually have any idea what the fuck you're talking about. So that's pretty much it. I actually
pride myself that I've moved a missing persons case from cold to active by never having to leave my house and all the research that I've done. I actually pride myself on that.
Well, I mean, that's the situation right there. Well, she isn't into details. She doesn't want to actually do research. She's more like just wants to just be lazy. It's lazy content that doesn't want to actually do anything. I think the thing is, I really think they got easy success from basically all the cases they jumped onto and did their usual bullshit where they just stood there with the camera and caused their drama to occur. And it was easy for them. And now that they've gained these subs, they think they can just constantly do that, but it doesn't work anymore. So it is what it is. That's why you don't see you see they have 25,000 subs, but they can barely get 400 people in their chat.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Lazy.
Some people just don't unsub, right? And they just leave the channel and they have they're subbed to so many things. And I think that's what happened with Molly when she was at 90K. I mean, it was very hard for her to pull over 800 people at times.
Yeah. I mean, the only time she's actually these people have pulled in numbers is when they do something really stupid. And when they actually do something really stupid, people watch. But the problem is most of them are hate channels they call. And then they alienate their actual people who want to listen to facts, so they leave. So you only have people that hate channel watchers or the sycophants, the pure sycophants.
Thank God for the clip and satire. I don't even know that stuff because that takes away a lot of their views because we don't have to actually watch the fuckery there. We're able to pick up the fuckery on the clip channels and the meat and the meat and greet of it. Whatever the meat and potatoes of it.
Reason why Perplex super chat came in, Queen, for $2, and that person says, "Why is Laura Perplex QT such a big, huge liar?" Good question. Not really a good question, but it's for the money.
Yeah, and she doesn't know how to be any other way. She doesn't have any other value-added content if she doesn't do drama and misrepresent the facts.
Yeah, I mean, she just does it for the money.
She's not a smart person.
Yeah.
Or ethical.
Yeah, but she does it for the money. That's her whole thing.
Yeah.
She'll always cozy up to the largest sub. For instance, what's it like? You always see in every case, she cozied up to Zav Girl to get her subs.
Absolutely.
She
Yeah.
cozied up to Tyler Feller to get his subs. She'll cozy up to like Ryan Upchurch to get his subs,
Mhm.
and she'll always cozy up to the largest sub count to get the money. You know, and these people have
And
like,
you know it because she's always talking about whose
Yeah.
channels get the most views and attention. The only exception that I'm aware of is Chris McDonough, and I think for whatever reason she couldn't ride his coattails because that was the only thing I've ever seen her be right on.
yeah.
Maybe she's been right other times, but
Yeah, I mean, I think what she does is she collaborates with other people. Like, I think, like personally, like the reason why like Betty has so many subs is because some of her Dolly fans sub to her, and some of the Molly fans sub to her, but they don't watch her because they don't like her, but they sub to them. You know, it's easy to just hit the sub. It's a lot harder to get people to watch you. Like anyone can be subbed to, you know, anyone can just hit the sub button and never watch you ever again. So that could be too. You know what I mean? So
and you know, in the political world, the business world, everything is about networking. So these people at least understand that principle. You know, I mean, as a corporate executive for decades, I always judged people's intent by when I would walk into like a corporate evening dinner or something like that. You could sort of notice the people that were the most ambitious because they would gravitate towards the person in the room with the most power. And you could sort of decide who had the greatest level of ambition by who they gravitated towards. And so these people, they understand that principle that if you want to get ahead in this world, you gravitate towards the people that make the most money, the people that have the most subs, the people that get the most attention.
Yeah, and unfortunately, and they don't realize that it doesn't quite work in the YouTube world when you have personalities. Like if you're all like covering the same like subject, eventually people are just going to just be like, oh, I watch Dolly for Dolly. I watch, you know, Molly for Molly. These people who watch Dolly for Dolly and watch Molly for Molly is not going to watch Bullhorn Betty unless she does a collaboration with them. And she's not, you know, it's as simple as that. Betty's not funny. She's not like entertaining, let's just say, or funny. You know, I've heard people say Dolly's funny or entertaining. So she's not that. She doesn't do the exploding like rage pig type of anger thing like Molly, and the drama thing. So she's like kind of like the worst of both worlds. She's not funny and she's not too full of drama, and then she's kind of dumb. She says stupid shit constantly.
All right. And you know, again, monkey see, monkey do, and people that just imitate successful monkeys as opposed to, you know, going towards, you know, good arguments and good ethics. People go to where all the other monkeys are. That's a great way to get ahead in this world, you know, and network with powerful people. And
yes.
But yeah, I mean, that's why
that's why I never became a VP, because when I walked into those parties, I liked to hang out with the people that were fun and were nice and told silly jokes, and I never went towards the people that could advance my career. But I'm an idiot.
Well, I mean, that's why you go to these big, expensive colleges. It's not because they have some sort of higher education that's that's better than any other college. It's because who goes there? You know what I mean? You mix with the people who have who run things, and you make friends with them, and then like down the line when you graduate, you says, "Hey, we were friends in college. Can you help me out with this?"
Collecting accolades.
Yeah, and networking. Like I used to play when I first moved to Florida. I played golf every day for about 4 years, and so people would always hand out their business cards, right? And I'm dumb. I'm totally naive, Tim. If you're nice to me and you say something nice, or you say let's go have Taco Tuesday or margaritas, sometimes I think that you like me, that we're friends, and then I can make the mistake thinking that somebody likes me when they're actually just hoping that maybe I'll buy their services, you know, someday or something like that. So people would hand out business cards, and I only hand out my business card when I had business cards to people that I would like to become friends with, not because I think that we can exchange services someday. But that's the difference between ambition and just idiots like me who I gravitate towards nice, decent, honest people. But I'm an idiot. I mean, if you want to get ahead in this world, you follow that rule.
Well, it works for YouTube the same way. There's a lot. That's why you got to be careful. Like that's why I like panels. When you have panel situations, there are people. I've seen it happen with Queen. Like people just jump up and they shout out their channel, or they jump up and then
they do it all the time.
Yeah,
and there's people kissing Queen's butt all the time, and telling her how great she is, and she has to figure out whether or not these people
Yeah.
are sincere or if they're just trying to ride her coattails.
Yeah, you see that a lot. And you see it with other things like, there's a lot of people just jump on panels or stuff like that and they try to network. And
Yeah.
it's like, it's the same thing with YouTube. Because the truth of the matter is, if you're trying to grow on YouTube, you better network or you're never going to grow. Unless you got really lucky with a video, like some sort of algorithm picks your video up. And somehow it's like
all
really
I know is we got to make Justin twerk his booty. We haven't heard it or seen it at all yet today.
I think we got a super chat. I think we got a super chat.
That booty too
Did he hear the skeptic?
Laura's trying to get him to strike me for this little booty shake.
Did
luck.
Skeptic hear the new one from Everything Go Lightly or Everything?
I need to go record that and make sure they're okay. Well, I want, you know what I mean? Because look, they made an awesome video for us too.
What is that, Tim?
Find it.
Everything. I have it in the back. I got it in the back chat.
Oh, you got it?
I dropped it.
Perfect.
No, I dropped it in the back chat for you.
Yay! Okay.
He changed
Yeah,
the name to Everything on YouTube's.
It's not on you guys to let me know what's going on in this space. I don't have the frickin' bandwidth or the resources to have any idea what's going on.
We got you. All right, here we go. Ready for this one?
Okay. Holy Spirit, activate. Oh no. Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Activate. Activate.
I think we got a super chat. I think we got a super chat.
Activate. 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 All right, let's go.
All right, let's go.
$50 super chat.
Yep. So that's.
Oh, Queen, you got a $50 super chat.
What?
You got a $50 super chat.
$50 super chat. Who the heck did that?
Oh, you can check.
Who in the heck is blessing the hive like that? What the hell's going on over there? Where do you?
I just see it. It says
Some
Scarlet.
of them, I was gonna say, some of them pull up and some of them don't. I want to know why they don't, because I didn't even see that. Thank you
It
so
says-
much, love.
Oh, Tim.
Yeah, and then it says Scarlet for 50, and she says, I need me some twerking from LOL popping in, say, hey, XO.
Oh, thank you, Scarlett. You little beautiful bumblebee babe. Here, we'll twerk it again here real quick. Here, we'll do this one and then we'll do the other one. We'll do a double whammy there.
Oh God. You know my feelings on looking at that, but this is your show, so I'll shut the fuck up.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Holy Spirit, activate. Oh no. Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Activate. Activate.
I think we got a super chat. I think we got a super chat.
Activate. 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 All right, let's go.
She said, all right, let's go.
So can I ask my question to Tim?
What's up?
He's asking you a question.
Tim, I was just saying. Yeah, I was just saying. Can we spread the rumor that JLR is out there saying that actually Betty is way behind him, and that JLR is actually the most world famous, YouTuber, and Betty's just eats his crumbs. And then I thought the second rhetoric that we could spread is that the reason that people go after Queen Bee is because they're jealous.
Yeah, well, that's true. It's just jealousy, that's for sure.
Well, I just mean, isn't that a similar tactic? Isn't that a sort of BHB MGL tactic? Is that anybody that criticizes is by definition jealous?
Yeah, well, that's their logic.
Ploy? Yeah.
That's their logic.
Here we go.
Well,
we're in the no judgment zone right now.
We know the audience.
We are in the no judgment zone.
Yeah, right.
All right, we'll play this Justin one more time, baby.
I think we got a super chat. Think we got a super chat.
That booty too
And we get there we go.
Work.
Booty shakings for the day.
Yeah.
Some booty bumping, some twerkings.
Some twerking in the working. When I just said, yeah, it reminded me of some, like,
She said, hold on. Jones said, well, I just told Bullhorn to fuck off.
Yay.
That was 30 minutes
Oh,
ago.
honey, our chat's not
You
working.
go,
that
girl.
That was a long time ago. Our StreamYard chat quit working a while back.
Yep.
Oh, did it? What's wrong with
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
It's
I
been
don't know,
doing
it
it
just
all
froze
the
on all
time
of
this
us.
week. 2 of my streams I was on my channel that that I work for, it happened. We're like, well, where is everybody? And then we looked over and
Oh shit! Did they shut it? Are we shut?
no, you're good. You're good.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what the hell's
still
going on?
live. We're still live.
I would have never even known had you guys not said nothing. What the hell? Look, that's how much.
Well, yeah.
706 people.
Like in a few minutes, when you look back to go highlight a new comment and it doesn't move, you would notice.
Mine's moving. It says turn around is fair play. Are these old?
Yeah, 30 minutes old.
Oh, okay. Let me shut this off and go back in and come back out.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
well,
might, if you go in and out, you might be able to. The chat might work for
Well,
us.
I've seen, yeah, but I've seen the chat. Like, we're still live.
Yeah.
You just can't
And
see
I
it.
want to apologize to Justin because for a really long time, like with Mr. Share, I wasn't sure that these people were actually living beings. I thought they might be just, mannequins, and that somebody should check their pulse. But I think that the twerking of Jaundice is evidence that he's actually a living human being. So I apologize to Jaundice.
Absolutely. You know what I mean?
He's real.
He works it when he twerks it. He works it. Oh,
He's real. He's a human being.
Oh yeah, that was the funniest thing he's ever done. Most entertaining thing he's ever done.
Oh, yeah.
Keep doing it.
Yeah.
Is it working for you now, Queen?
I'm still not sure about
QB
Mr. Share.
Escobar.
Does anybody know? Do we have any evidence that Mr. Share is alive?
It's QB Escobar. What happened now, Mr. Share?
I watched her eat cookies out of his butt crack. Yes.
What?
So he's a living being.
Wait, whoa. What?
Whoa.
What?
Who are you talking
Voices
about?
is seeing something about eating cookies out of a butt crack. I don't know what's going on.
Well, I'm not even sure that that's evidence of sentience. I mean, is there like
Yes,
some?
because he bent over and put the cookie, and he put he bent over.
Right,
Start with the noun.
But could you not
Mr.
eat a cookie out of the booty of a robot?
Mr.
Well-
Share, Mr. and Mrs. Share.
Yes.
Voices
Yeah.
behind the wall, Share.
Yeah.
Yes.
What was wrong with it? What do you mean? What was wrong with her husband? What happened?
I'm just not convinced he's a sentient being.
Wait, but I'm not really concerned about the sentient being part. I'm more concerned with voices saying there's like she just saw a video of like someone eating cookies out of his butt cheeks.
Well, I didn't even know that was the test of a conscious sentient being was allowing cookies to be eaten from your booty. Is that like a test?
Okay,
yeah,
step
but where
in.
have you where
Yeah,
have
sorry,
you seen
voice.
this video?
Voices,
I
what?
watched it with my own eyes. I don't
Yeah.
think it actually exists out there anymore. It's before they got married. It was when she went to Canada to visit him, and they were together and they were live streaming. It was also the same night that she had the big O on a live stream.
Okay, so Mr. Share could have been based on a real person in the past, but we don't know that he hasn't been changed with an imposter, right?
Well, he could have been body snatched. Yes.
Body snatched, yeah. I mean, it's possible,
Yes,
right?
yes.
I mean, since this space is all about conspiracy theories and just complete and utter rubbish, I think I have the right to spread the rumor that I'm not convinced, and I think he needs to prove to me that he's a real person.
Oh shit!
Seems like a nice guy.
She had an O on the live. I don't know none of this. I don't know too
They
much
left the
about
camera
Cher.
live streaming, and they went into the bedroom, and they didn't think they were going to be that loud.
Oh Lord.
Ew. That's TMI. Certainly
Well, how many
TMI.
years ago was this back? Like 2?
About a year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah, they haven't been together long.
I'm engaging in petty gossip.
Yeah. Oh God.
I'm a meanie.
You got to kill
And Gleason just said they actually talk about the butt crack cookies quite often.
I mean, again, I like to address intellectual content, and I do think that possibly the conversation about whether or not eating cookies from someone's butt is, a relevant topic that has some content. I don't know. What do you think? Let's take a Zavgirl poll. Is that the true criterion for whether or not somebody is a sentient being? Is whether or not somebody can eat cookies from their booty? Oh my God! I should leave. I've completely ruined everything. I'm sorry.
I got this picture in my head
Please
now.
ignore me.
Oh,
Move
God.
forward. Move forward. Move forward. Queen, take over.
Can you please pull Joneson up, Queen?
Oh yeah, I didn't know she was down here. What's up, baby?
What's up? Get the fuck out of here that you was live streaming and decided to go do the nasty and didn't think you was that loud. Get the fuck out of here.
Hold on. Is that cookie in the booty?
And eating the cookie out of the asshole. You got me fucked up. That's how you end up with me, guys.
Be thinking to be doing that kind of dumbass shit.
Come
Come on,
loud.
that's just stupid as hell. Where's Couch Clips? Because she usually gets all that stuff.
Oh man,
I
Couch
don't even
Clips,
think that's.
you need to watch.
I mean, I don't even.
It's fucking disturbing. What's wrong with these YouTubers?
I don't know. Well, I can't with that.
Booty cookies coming to a store near you.
I'm sorry. I happened to
What's
watch
those
it.
cookies?
And I
Oh,
went,
they're booty tooty flavor.
I was like,
Tim, do you remember that live stream I did? I don't know, a long time ago, where I said I will ban anybody that's serious tonight, and everybody came up, and there were people that came up and pretended to be Betty and Zavgirl and Ryan Upchurch. Yeah, it was ridiculous and silly and fun.
Yeah, I'm kind of speechless. Yes, you're right, Lorelei. I am kind of speechless that there is a video of someone eating cookies from someone's butt on the live.
No.
How's that for a good clip, huh? I see.
Stop it.
About cookies and booties?
That's what I was gonna say. There you go. That's
That's not the worst thing that's been discussed here.
I just wanted to jump up really quick and say whatever that girl reference was just mistaken. All the stories voices were telling was about that girl Cher, not that girl me. So fuck off in the chat.
Oh.
Fuck off in the chat.
Don't
Dude,
lie.
clear my name right now. Clear it right now.
Cher's mother was my upstairs neighbor, so I have nothing
Hold
against
on.
her.
Well,
we're in the no judgment zone right now.
We know the audience.
That is still my favorite, dude.
The live cookie.
Yeah, I just wanted to bust up here and make that perfectly clear. That's all. So back to your regular program.
We know you like booty cookies.
Jonesy, you don't know me well enough to be playing games like that, honey buns. You better back it on up.
Like me some booty cookies.
You're gonna mess and fuck around and find out about booty cookies.
Dude, that's so gross. Fuck.
I'm sorry. Queen, please tell me to get the fuck off your panel because that's all my fault. I'm sorry. I have no idea what came over me.
I am making this
That is just so yucky, yuck.
okay. For clarification, it was just between the butt cheeks at the top of the butt crack.
Oh,
I don't give a fuck.
I would
I
hope
don't
so.
eat ass. I don't eat things from
I don't
ass.
fold
I don't
salads.
know.
That ain't my
No.
thing.
Okay. Enough about the eat.
Bees knees. We need more peer-reviewed research on cookies, butt cheeks, and how that relates to, whether you're a human being.
Well, we got a new member here, and Kitten Claus, thank you for becoming a member of the Hive. We don't always talk about booty cookies, but hey, special exception here, I guess.
Shout out to anyone who's right now going off to make a video called Booty Cookies.
I'm sure it's coming out.
Don't fucking play with me.
I'm gonna go with Jonesing. That just I don't know why, but booty cookie sounds like
You said what? Look, Justin, you said what?
You said what? Huh?
Booty cookies? Did I hear booty
I want to say
cookies?
booty
booty cookies. Somebody has to make a video with the title Booty Cookies.
I just can't. This is so insane.
With Justin's face popping, and you said what?
Oh, she's in character. Justin is in character. She's not being serious.
Did I hear booty cookies?
I'm done. I cannot with y'all.
Betty, can you demonstrate to all of us that you are indeed, objectively, the most famous YouTuber in the world?
Listen, we had a friend that liked doing that, tossing salads, and he would always say it tastes like Fruit Loops.
Holy shit!
And my hubby my hubby started calling Fruit Loops Booty Loops, and I have not been able to eat them since.
I'm so confused.
Booty Loops.
Wait, what? No, don't change the topic. What was it called? Not Booty Loops. It was called what? Booty Cookies? Cookie Boot? What?
Booty Loops.
No, but now you're changing it. What was it originally? Booty Cookies?
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't remember. What was it?
It was booty
Was
cookies.
it? I don't either. Was it Booty Cookies?
Yeah, I hashtagged it.
Somebody right now needs to go make a video called Booty Cookies, right?
Booty
Cookies.
Cookies.
It's coming out. I have money on it.
Oh, God. Okay, we'll stop, Queen. We're sorry.
Shambles.
I apologize. I'm ashamed.
I'm not.
Jones, and you just helped. You're just egging
You're
it
welcome.
on.
B. Tim's all silent and shit.
Yeah. It's a good one right now. Booty cookies.
I'm sorry. when B. Tim, when
Stop it. You're making me cry. Stop that right now. Get back to being serious.
when Voices said it, B. Tim repeated it, and he was like, I'm so confused about a cookie and
Tim,
butt
you're always-
cheeks. I don't know what it is, but that word butt cheeks.
Hey, Tim, I have a reputation for being too serious, but Tim, say booty cookies.
No, thank you. I'm not getting clipped.
See? Come on.
Oh, that was funny. Shit. And this was before she married him, right?
Yeah, that was
Share.
a test. Yeah, that was the test. You had to pass.
Share. You're going to get double pink eye doing shit like that.
More like stink eye.
Doing shit like that. Yep, exactly.
Oh my God.
And
Booty cookies
dead.
is a scary topic. I don't recommend that anybody indulge in booty cookies. You're just going to get yourself in trouble.
Hey, we only dropped 12 viewers, so the chat's having it. Let's go. All the chat's in shambles. I'm looking at the chat that's not moving, and then I'm like, oh crap, YouTube. Keep forgetting.
I know. I
Tim.
got tired of talking to y'all from chat. That's why I'm here.
Tim, say booty cookies.
Say it, Tim.
Tim,
Don't
say
say
booty
butt
cookies.
cheek cookies.
No.
Say booty cookies.
Pure pressure.
No.
Absolutely.
Oh no, the brown crayon just arrived.
Queen,
You're not late.
would you force Tim to say booty cookies, please? I'm
She
begging you.
can kick me off this panel
Yeah,
permanently.
kick him
I
off
will
the
not.
panel if he won't say booty cookies.
I will not say that. You could.
She would never.
This will be the last live. I will.
Don't be fair. Just this one time, force him. Put pressure on him to say booty cookies.
What's that song? Booty, 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 real well.
Rebel, stop that.
What about booty loops? Will you say that, Big Tim?
No.
Oh. Well, damn.
Booty graham crackers?
No.
Booty fig Newtons.
All right, I was just, you guys, hold on. I come around the corner. You guys are still talking about booties. Yeah. What are you guys in here? You still talking about booty cookies and
Yes,
shit?
Queen.
I'm done, son.
Skip's fault.
I'm going to protest. I'm asking you, and please kick me off if you find this request unreasonable. But please force Tim to say booty cookies.
No.
Oh, beat Tim. I can't do that to him.
There's no way I'm getting clipped with that one. Absolutely
Come on, say it
not.
3 times fast.
No.
Come on, 3 times fast.
I know this community. I know it well. That will be clipped. But anyway.
NorCal Girl says at least play B Tim's song.
Oh, cool. The chat started working for StreamYard again.
Oh, is it?
There it went.
Is it working again? Oh, there it goes. Yeah, it is working again.
I see it, Scarlett. I see you.
Yeah,
I'll
she
call
said
you.
tell
Call
voices
you
to call me later.
I will call you when I get off panel. I'm about ready to hop down.
Good job,
I'm
Ellie.
gonna have to get off here. We got about 4 hours. I got to get some stuff done.
All right.
I can try to pop back on here later. Oh shit! Look! Oh shit! Beat him.
Oh God! Don't knock him till you try.
Mr. Shares fresh baked booty cookies.
What is the name? Oh my God!
I can't fucking stand people.
I am done.
That's awesome.
Oh my God, my phone stopped working.
Oh no! Hold on.
I think we got a super chat. Think we got a super chat.
That booty too
Well.
Did you say booty cookies?
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go, and since I have a quarter of a bottle of wine, I'm gonna start a live stream called Booty Cookies.
Sham.
I bet you won't.
All right, you get it going. I'll pop
Are
on later.
you?
I'll pop on later tonight about 8 or so, like 7 or 8-ish, something like that. You know what I mean?
All right, guys, you have a good one.
Okay, Skip, my question
All right,
is,
booty
are you
cookies.
going to be demonstrating how to properly hold the cookie with your booty?
Oh God!
I don't know, you can come over and help, voices.
All right.
You're welcome.
So look, there you go. Oh, you're gonna go start one now, Skip?
All right, I guess I'm gonna have to go
Yeah, I
find
think
out.
so.
All right. Well, then, okay. People can look. If anybody else, if you guys need somewhere to go, head on over to Skep's. He's gonna go set it up now, so they got somewhere to go. I'm gonna start drop your link in here. So
Have
that
a
way,
nice day, everyone.
Have a nice
I'll
one.
go live in a little bit just to be ridiculous and silly. From time to time, we need to do that, right?
yes,
Yeah.
that's what I said. If they need some more
Thank-
laughs, if they want to be
Thanks,
funny,
Queen, for being you and keep doing the best you can, and voices. Just a big hug because I have compassion because this can't be fun. Keep trying to do your thing, and don't let it get to you.
What? As
It
long as
sucks
we stick
balls.
together, it's gonna be all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
Everything will be all right. But anyway, guys, you have a good
And
one.
Tim, I
That was sweet,
loved
Tim.
you until this moment because you were reluctant to say booty cookies, and so you're on my shit list.
Well, I'm glad to be on the shit list for that. I will
Literally.
definitely not say that.
It's all for science, as Ellie said.
No,
Okay.
it's
All right,
everyone.
we got to do this. We got to play this one time. We got to play this one thing. Hold on.
oh
got-
no.
Just for B Tim. No. I'm so serious.
I hate all of you. I hate all of you. I hate all of you. Have a fuck day.
Big Tim, will you do your own version one of these times?
Fuck day.
That'd be awesome. All right, I'll see you guys later.
All right, y'all have a good Sunday evening. Have a good time, a good chat. If you guys want to go over to Skeptics and you guys want to hang out, oh look, Law Nerd. Never have I ever eaten a booty cookie. Law Nerd, check you out here. We'll make Justin do a little twerking for our last little dance here.
I think we got a super chat. Think we got a super chat.
That booty too
You guys can dance your way on over to Skeps, and here I'll stick his stuff in his link in the chat before I shut it down. There is Skeptic's link. I dropped it in the chat, so if you guys want to go over there and hang out for a little while, that's cool. I will be back on about 8 or so. we'll come on and, you know, shoot the shit. Anybody that wants to share those screenshots, I'll be putting them on my community tab. And yeah, definitely Betty needs called out for trying to attack a family already. They've only had a missing loved one 5 days, saying she's not going to help them. She doesn't care. She's going to make sure all social media doesn't have anything to do with them. So I'll be sharing those. Anybody's welcome to share them, use them in videos, whatever y'all need to do. Let's get the word out about Sarah Dreyer, though, because her family really needs help right now. Have a good evening, y'all.